What's up, guys? How you doing? Welcome back to rollxplay, where we roll dice and play games. That's us. We're
Freaking
here again.
cowards.
We're talking shit behind the scenes. It's a load of fun. Guess what's going to be fun, guys? This session. So, as far as I understand, the gang has been talking about plans for what's coming next. Yet I don't know what they're planning, so this will be very interesting. To give a bit of recap of where we are, the party have arrived in the Primal Expanse, an area that is strange with magic, to say the least. Powers can magnify, powers can diminish, and cause chain reactions, and thus magic here is pretty much a no-go. But this place is a haven for resources, and that's one of the reasons why the party is here. Or at least it was the main reason. But after having been here and scouted the area, they find another person who seems a little bit forgettable. A little bit too forgettable, if in fact. And upon inquiring further and suspicions growing, they uncovered that he might be pertaining to another demon on their hit list. Not one that they had in sight, but one that is further down the list and has caused a bit of a head scratching for most of the team, as not much information can be found about this demon, as most things have been forgotten. The party are moments away from entering the mines to gather the resources that they had scouted the previous day. But as they see the silver hand with this figure on board, they plan another possible thing. Take it away, guys.
So, remind me, they're leaving or about to leave.
The boat was getting readied. The lines were being sort of looked at, prepared. The deckhands, both from on board the ship as well as off the ship. There is a good about 20 people currently around the ship, both on board and not. So they are kind of back and forth, just managing everything, giving Neil clear thumbs up, as it looks like the ship is about to leave within the next half an hour, at least.
Okay. So, in the end, are we dealing with him, yes or no? I know, Cal, you were told that they'll tell you where they're going, but how much can we trust?
She seemed really sad when the conversation ended. I didn't say anything to make her sad. I think.
Remind me, could we see the conversation that Cal had?
You saw that from a distance, yeah. You couldn't hear what was said, nor did you see a real change in Cal during the conversation outside of when he left. It was a bit of a sort of look about them.
Did we see him?
Yeah, you saw him.
Okay. Well, did he say anything to her?
He wasn't on the boat when I was talking to her. No, he was. I think he was still underneath. Under the deck. No, he wasn't. Oh.
From gathering all of this, there's a good solid 20 minutes that Cal doesn't remember about the entire thing.
Yeah, at least he'll tell him how long he's been on the ship.
Oh. Yeah. Right, let's assume that's not an option anymore. So are we killing him? Are we trying to kill him? Are we trying to kill him?
We should have some sort of mark or something, like reminders that he is still out there, still alive, that we still need to fight him. Something that can't be as easily removed, per se. I almost thought it was a stupid idea, but we're not gonna do that, never mind.
No, just do it. Let's 100% do the stupid thing.
I was gonna say, as long as we're wearing socks, guys, he's still alive. If he is,
I'm a
we're taking him out.
dragon!
Well, the rest of us, I don't know.
We never
Gunfight
clarified.
on the line. 3 months in, we will be wearing socks and be like, no, he lives.
It's when
Or
everyone
something
forgets and then the
different.
dragon just has socks on. It's like, what? Cal, why are you wearing socks?
I don't know.
But
If we have to
Something
fight
else.
him here, we need to do it in a way that doesn't drag the entire town on us. We can't fight everyone here, and even if we could, would we wish to kill them? I think not.
exactly. I'm assuming he'll have his minions do his bidding and try to attack us, which doesn't feel fully right to kill them just because he's the one controlling them.
No,
But
be careful.
I agree on the town not fighting us thing, but what if we get the town not to directly help us, but be a distraction of some kind?
Distraction of what sort? And how would we motivate them?
Well, we had a pretty good party last night. I'm sure some people would like a second one on a new and bigger boat. And if we perhaps tell them that there is a competition of sorts for, I don't know, there is a secret clue from 2 people, one being his 2 right-hand men. Perhaps they'll get swarmed by a lot of drunk, inebriated people. At least get them out of the way.
It feels wrong to drag these people into it.
They'll be
Besides-
dragged into it either way once we fire the first shot.
That said, how about we move the battlefield where they can't follow? Underwater.
Why wouldn't
There's
they to follow? Oh, you mean the people? Right.
yes.
We could. How are we gonna be underwater though?
That's the question. Given all the magical crystals, there has to be something that can be quickly fashioned into a water-breathing charm or potion. Such
But
is
that
my
is-
hope, at least.
Do we have time for that? They're about to leave. Unless you can
No.
fashion something real quick.
I can work quickly, especially if we don't need supplies for all of us.
Some of us could stay above the water and try and keep other people from getting into the water. Like, I'm not
We
going to be
will-
much help underwater, I don't think. So,
We will need some people to occupy his servants. That said, I think I have a good chance of getting him into the water if I can lure him to the side of the ship, as Cal has already once accomplished. Though you do not seem to remember. He isn't taking us seriously, so I believe if I were to ask for his presence, he would simply show up. As much as we are trying to gain information on him, he seems willing to do the same, given his obvious advantage.
But if it doesn't work,
and we have
And
to do it
perhaps-
the old-fashioned way.
That is assuming that in desperation he won't be able to fashion a spell of long-range teleportation.
Well, magic's odd here, so maybe it's odd for him too. Maybe.
Odd, but not impossible.
Yeah.
True. Wouldn't my Cosmos Carpet be counted as magic in this sense, or more like innate ability?
It's magic because it's something that you conjure into reality. For example, things like active camouflage, if that were to be a part of your body as an innate trait, then that would be fine. But if it's something that you're casting a spell on to become invisible, then that would class as magic. Same goes for if you're conjuring wings, if you don't normally have wings. Same goes for other things as well, of that matter. It's very loosey-goosey, but you can kind of imagine if it's not on you, if it's not part of you physically, and it has to be invoked by some sort of ability or right, then it will have some probability of failing, or something else is going to happen.
What about passive abilities?
Passive abilities, they're a bit of a nebulous area because they don't really trigger until something happens for the most part, because you can have things that boost your intelligence, and that's fine because it's a base thing that it activates. But as soon as it triggers, if it were to say, if an enemy enters within range, then it would trigger, then it will spark the sort of ignition, and then something would happen. So passive abilities work to some degree until, like, if they have a clause in them, then it would cause a reaction to go off.
Have we any information on, like, if the reaction is proportional, like to, let's say, a cantrip versus a leveled spell?
You've not inquired. You've not asked
No, we've not
anything
tried
regarding
anything.
to magic, and you've not tested it because you've been worried.
Yeah.
You could ask the locals to see if they can give you an example of something, but you do have your expeditionist that's there as well. He is waiting off the side of the ship after having stayed on board the night, so Lenavar is available if you wish to talk to him. He's probably not the most well-versed in magic, but he knows the island well enough, so he can probably give you insights as to what could happen.
While we discuss this, could Oberon, because they know potions, right? Could they try and make a water-breathing potion?
With half an hour? Probably not.
Okay. Sad.
Yeah, because half an hour to do potion brewing, finding the resources, making sure it's right, and half an hour is a tall task. Especially here where you don't really have the resources to make it. It's like doing a Easter egg hunt in an unknown space to then gather the ingredients to make something. It's realistically won't happen. So unless someone has something already that you can purchase or use, then yes, but to make something from scratch like that is going to be very tricky.
I mean, we are in a port. Someone's gotta have an emergency potion or something. Like, means of water breathing seem like rather appropriate for a captain or a sailor to have.
Perhaps. You can inquire.
In that case, let's send Oberon to inquire to shop.
Okay. So, Leonie, since you're piloting Oberon for the most part, could you roll a persuasion check to see how well they do? It's plus a d4 because they're in their succubus form.
Nice. I have a feeling this is going to go well. God damn, I rolled like shit. 22.
I love how you just jinxed it for yourself.
20, still 22, okay?
Okay.
To be fair, that's the exact reaction Brooke keeps having.
Yeah, it's true. Oberon heads off. You don't know how long they're going to be. You don't know how successful they are. It leaves time for yourselves to conduct another plan in this many-staged plan of yours.
Can we get some sort of matching piece of clothing to mark? Basically, if we still wear it, that means he's not dead / we need to fight him.
You could get some type of cloth that's of a similar color and just wrap that around your arms, or like a bracelet, fashion something together. You could do something like that. It's not that difficult. You've got things for disguises and all sorts. So who are you giving this out to, though?
Just between the four of us?
Okay.
I'm assuming.
I mean,
Richter.
And Richter.
All right.
and letting him know what it is about. Something that's from this
think-
island, like specific to this island, though.
I feel like it would be a bit obvious if Cal has it. Like, a giant dragon.
Matching
So,
bracelets. What's he gonna do? What's he's got against friendship bracelets?
what do we have against friendship?
It's instead of like a giant band wrapped around one of your arms, we could wrap it around one of your claws or something.
A ring! Nice.
I do. Okay, you have a matching sort of scarf that you wrap around wherever you can on your body, demonstrating what exactly. If it's still attached, then the person is
He's
still alive.
still alive.
He's still
Okay.
alive.
Just clarifying for
Yep.
everyone in case there
Yep,
was some
yep.
mix-up.
Also, I'm gonna assume that one of my abilities here, I can make a little magic-y gimmick, magical tinkering.
Uh-huh.
I'm guessing that's something that counts as magical, but I'm not guessing, I know, because like duh, it's magical tinkering. But basically, did Oberon get any news about, or rather when we asked about like whether the magical reaction here is proportional to like the power of the spell? So can we get away with small things?
Okay, do you want Oberon to look around for that as well? Because they're currently looking for the water-breathing potion, or at least ingredients for one.
Yeah, in that case, I'm just gonna do it myself.
Okay. You can speak to Lanovar, because he's there, but if you want to as well, roll an Arcana check, since you get a basis from him and other people as they kind of give you an idea of what could happen.
Okay.
Okay. Arne, I will send this to you, and only you, and you can do with that as you wish.
Oh boy.
You mean?
Like, you know it's fucked up if he has a table ready.
Here we go. How about everyone else?
Slightly terrified now. Well, also question, how would we roll divine intervention in this case? Just in case!
It'll be the same as
It's
conjuring
even-
magic, because you're reaching out to a higher power. And although it seems that Nebula can appear here and disappear, she also casts spells and magic, and that could also be problematic.
Understood. I do still have that one bottle of holy water that she gave me, right? Is it...
I imagine you have a couple now.
Oh, okay. I don't know how much we said I have. Is it acting weird?
No. It's like anything that you have. If you're not using it or activating it, then it's going to be innate and nothing's going to go wrong. It's only when you invoke what it does, then a chain of events will happen. Because you've got
So
potions
if
and
I
things that aren't like
threw it at
exploding.
him. Yeah. But if I threw it at him.
If you threw it at him.
Would that be bad for me or for whoever is getting the effects of said holy water?
That's an interesting question. I imagine it would need to happen when the effect of the holy water is taking place. So if it was doused onto something that would need to be purified, then an effect would go off. But if it's hitting something that has no reason to be covered, then it won't spark anything. It's when the reaction happens.
Alicia will give the grip lock chains to Oren. Just as an FYI. Where's the mule? There it is. Get in.
Al is just sort of on the boat making hard eyes at the other boat. Like, no, like, not hard eyes, puppy eyes. Or, like, were you leaving me?
Oh.
No, puppy dog eyes.
Uh,
Here they go.
Alicia will talk to Linvar as well about how magic works in this place, or if there was any incidents
Okay.
previously where somebody tried and it didn't end well.
Sure. You can roll an Arcana check as well. He will just say, Well, there was one time where one of us stubbed our toe. It was pretty gruesome, and then, well, someone was being a Samaritan and tried to heal them with magic, and yeah, that didn't end well. That guy needed more than just a little bit of healing afterwards.
So it did the opposite?
Well, if you say lightning out of his fingertips is opposite of healing, then maybe.
So it's not like the spell malfunction, it seemed to be a completely different type of spell that was cast. Also 23.
I've sent it to you.
Okay.
Okay.
I share my findings with the party, by the way.
Now you
Can I
understand
have
what
it now?
happened. I will now read it out to you because since both of you have looked into this, but because both of you are looking into this, it will mean that time passes with the ship. As the half an hour is pushing, everything that you do to inquire to learn is causing time to pass.
We're waiting for Oberon.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're still
where are
waiting
you?
for Oberon. So, if you cast a spell or if a magical effect takes place as per described previously, you need to roll a d6 to determine what ends up happening. So if you roll a 1, then the spell goes through and a wild magic surge takes place. The wild magic surge is a different table from the official one. It's an expanded version. Second, if you roll a 2, any spell or magic is negated completely. It just doesn't work. Number 3, if you cast a spell or the magic itself is amplified, so it doubles everything. Duration, damage, radius, healing, everything. This also removes concentration requirement, meaning the duration just lasts until the end of said spell or ability. If you roll a 4 on the d6, it is randomized. There is a website that you can click on, and any spell you cast will be completely random. Can be a cantrip all the way up to Meteor Swarm. Number 5, if you roll a 5, nothing happens. The spell goes through as per normal, but the next time this needs to be rolled, an additional d6 will be rolled as well. So 2 effects will take place. And then if you roll a 6, you can't cast spells, magic, or interact with magical items, or can be affected by spells until the beginning of your next turn. So you are anti-magic for that duration.
What if you roll 5 3 times? Do you then roll
Then you roll.
3d6?
Yeah.
And then, oh my god!
Yeah, it just expedites. It just keeps going on and
Imagine
on.
you kept rolling 5 like
Yeah.
7 times in a row,
Mm-hmm.
and then you just pray a nuke on the next
Oh,
one.
Yeah.
How the fuck
7
is
meteor
this place
swarms.
still around?
I
That
don't
is such a
know.
good question.
I guess people don't fucking use magic, I guess.
That's why everything is
mean-
pneumatic and manual, and you are warned when you come in, and
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
will be
but
very
that's the
vigilant of
point.
this shit.
We are warned, but we have 4 spellcasters.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
unobserved on a ship
oh well.
directly next to their city.
Yeah.
Again, how the fuck do they still live? Like I could,
Like, this
I could
just
be a
needs one
wizard
very
just waking up,
Yeah.
casting prestidigitation on reflex, and call down meteors.
Very possible.
Holy fuck. Okay, cool. Is Oberon back yet?
At this point, there is 15 minutes left until the ship departs. As you gather all of this information, you see Oberon returns with information. No, I couldn't find any potions or any ingredients to make the potion, unfortunately, but they said that some of the pirate ships out in the bay could have one. Sometimes they're stocked on their ships in case anyone goes overboard. They don't have any in the port.
So we would have to sail out.
I could try and fly over and ask them, but we'll be waiting until I go and return, if they even give it to us.
Is that worth the risk of...
Well, I
Them
am
leaving?
fast. I can get there pretty quickly.
I mean, we could let them sail a bit away from the town and we follow.
I'm pretty sure they'd notice us following them.
Richter
I
will speak
mean-
up, and he'll sort of agree. There's nothing to say that we can't leave this port. We've reserved this spot. We can just leave and come back. They may get suspicious, but if we have a good enough story as to why.
I mean, we could fake one of us being ill, so we need to make an emergency leave.
Yeah. If someone else, we can say that. That's it. Yeah,
We
that'll
can
work.
simply claim that we need to cast a spell and will not do so near here.
True.
Yeah.
True.
That's a good excuse.
Perhaps ascending.
Or perhaps we can pretend that we can turn you back, Cal, and we don't want to take any risks, so we want to move away. And
Any of those
make
excuses
it-
work, but what do we do if, like, like we still have to fight the guy.
Yeah.
And the water plan seems to not.
The water plan may still work, we simply need more time. That we will spend anyway by following them.
Yeah.
But that means Oberon can depart, try and purchase one of these water-breathing potions, and come back in time to join us. They're way faster than our ship anyways.
If only we could have their invisible ship.
That is
So you wanna
another
steal it?
concern. If we are too conspicuous, it may decide to intervene. Or have a look.
So we have to murder him quickly. And quietly.
Pose or convince them to help us.
Quietly, not necessarily. Sound doesn't travel too far over the waves.
Okay.
Just
Alright,
don't
Oberon,
set
off you
anything
go.
on fire.
They just give a salute and flies off at their 150 feet per round speed movement or whatever it is with a dash.
I don't think it's that much.
Well, it's 70
I
or
think
so,
it's
I think
100.
is their
I
flying.
think it's 140, yeah.
Yep.
That's a big difference. Still insane.
Who knows, maybe they can sprint as a bonus action or something.
They go as fast as they
More
can. What's your plan whilst you're waiting for Oberon? Are you going to be departing, or are you going to be waiting here?
And
I mean, I guess get the ship ready to depart, so we
Yeah.
can follow.
Yep.
Okay.
We don't want them to get a head start, right? Because if they get a head start, we might
We
lose
can
them.
really genuinely always come back to get these crystals. It's not like they're super uber duper important, so we can just leave, come
Yeah.
back later.
Yeah, 100%.
Lanaval will speak up. So, what's your plan? Are you leaving? I see you're going through your ropes and everything. I thought we were going into the mines.
Tomorrow.
yes, we will take some distance to cast a quick sending.
Okay. But you're coming back, yeah?
Yes.
All right. So,
Though we aren't sure of the distance, so we will err on the side of caution.
as long as you go outside of the sort of like rainbow effects, you'll be fine. Just outside of that, if you don't see any lights around you, then you should be okay. That's just as far as the lights go, and after that, you should be okay with casting spells. All right. Well, I'll be waiting around then, because it'll take you maybe a few hours until you reach the border of this light. So I'll wait around and wait until you come back. That means about evening time. That'll give us enough time to go in the mines, because you should be off tomorrow, really, because we've got the space for the next person. So hopefully we can try and fit it all in. Don't get too exhausted out there on the seas, because we still gotta mine away.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Good luck casting your spells. And you just go off and sit down.
I'll see you tomorrow.
See you later.
Because you're still coming in here.
I know you're trying to kidnap me. It's fine. I'm on board.
Good.
Okay, good. Good. Don't say anything, 'cause I've not told my boss.
No, do not tell them.
I'm not going to. I'm not.
No, don't. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, just get ready to leave. Make sure that the bracelets or where the fuck we got as a marking is tightly placed on,
Sure.
and keep an eye
you-
on the other ship.
Do you leave before or after the Silver Hand? Because you're timing it pretty much in sync. So, do you want to go before, after, at the same time? What's your plan?
Before's probably less suspicious, and we can still loop
Yeah.
around.
Okay.
Yeah,
We need to keep
pretend
it-
that like we
we
fucked
just-
up the sails after a bit, like oh no,
Oh,
somebody
God.
didn't tie this right.
I accidentally slashed it. Oopsie.
Flea Fleur.
Don't judge me.
Flea Flu's just there looking at you. Just, you get the sense of
Flea has seen some
they're
things.
just looking at you like, why the fuck are you lying? Flea Fleur.
You would like the bigger picture.
Just turns and walks off. You prepare the ship, set sail just before the Silver Hand does, and you begin to disembark and head off away from port. A lot of the people around just kind of scratching their heads, looking over and just questioning as the expedition was ready for you guys to leave straight away. And as the sort of movement for you guys to move first, a lot of the sort of helpers on the dock, they turn their attention and leave the Silver Hand to do yours. Don't worry, we've got it. As a bit of a sort of kerfuffle is made as you're leaving out of nowhere in this last sort of ditch effort. It does catch the attention of the people on board the Silver Hand as ropes that they had in hand are stopped, and they're kind of just holding off with some of the weight and just looking over. Just some of them shaking their head in your direction they were planned, and it's just caused a bit of a headache for them. But you begin to leave, and after about 5 minutes of getting out of the port and into the sort of bay, you sail past the ships that are left on anchor waiting for their spot. As you go past them nonchalantly, nothing happens, but you do see a winged creature beginning to approach as Oberon arrives back with 2 water-breathing potions. These potions will last for 24 hours once consumed. So they just sort of like have them in hand, place them on a table. You don't want to know what I had to do to get these, but there you are.
What did you have to do to get these?
No, you're right. I don't want one. I don't want
No.
one. It just takes the potion.
It's fine.
I'm
So-
gonna assume Oberon is still in the pink form.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to know.
Yeah. I'm saving you the details, guys. But here you are, 2 potions.
Okay, who's gonna be the one taking them? I mean, Orin, you're one, but Cal, you, me, Oberon.
I'm not sure
Well,
what mobility
these-
I got on there. So.
These are potions of water breathing, not swimming, so ideally someone who is comfortable in water.
I do actually have a swimming speed, so I guess it is me after all. Major feature. I have a swimming speed equal to my walking speed.
I had the idea once you get him underwater, if we were gonna be out of the magic range, I could get the Cosmos carpet and constantly keep it above him so he can't resurface.
I mean,
Hell
he
yeah.
can't resurface anyway because Oren can't swim in armor. And I'm not letting
True.
go.
I know,
So.
but
Thank
it's
you.
Oren's
crazy.
the anchor.
Yeah, that's kind of the plan, Max. So yes,
So,
this is fun.
all right.
Okay, so I guess wait, is the potion enough for a dragon? I'm overcomplicating this,
Yeah.
aren't I? It's just a potion
Yes.
for one
It works for
creature.
individual
Perfect.
creatures, yeah.
Sweet.
It's a meta item.
All right. So, you have the potions. Bear in mind, if you drink the potion whilst you're in this aura,
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, now we're waiting. We're committed.
you see the Silver Hand. They leave the dock. they begin to take a sort of anti-clockwise motion around the Primal Expanse, and they begin to head off towards Kalzarian lands. So they are heading west. Doesn't look like they're going towards the Dynasty Way. They seem to be going and traveling up the northern coast, probably either to the Vorid Empire or perhaps to the Dawn Republic in the center. But that way is towards Transvalar, as you would know because you traveled that way before. So you see the ship beginning to leave and head off in that direction. Do you follow?
I'd say we are heading them off and then hail them.
Okay, you're heading them off. You
Like
where
once we've passed the rainbow stuff.
are you waiting past until you go past the rainbow side?
Yeah.
We're being so fucking obvious. Yes.
This is why I'm asking all these questions, because they're just looking at it going,
We're about to be fucking covered.
Can we summon the big fucking fish monster to eat them, please? Just like solve it for us, bro.
How discreet are you trying to be?
The thing is, any attempt at being discreet would have the opposite effect because you can't fucking sneak on a boat.
Yeah.
Well, not like we're trying to hide, but you can like mask the fact that we are going after them by like maybe we are just stupid. Have you considered that?
Richard we tell Richard to make like some idiot maneuvers where he accidentally goes like, oh no, I meant to go that way.
We have to actually get me onto their ship and to
I
talk
know.
to the guy. So, like, we can't just we accidentally happened onto your ship. What a coincidence! Like,
I know, but we're gonna be
Just drive
following them
towards
for
them and hail
hours
them.
before we get to the rainbow part. So like we need to look like we're completely paying attention to ourselves and not them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So pretend argument on top of the ship at Richter for not knowing where to sail the boat.
what I'm going to ask for
We're
is
just
a
all
performance
pointing in
check
different directions.
from each of you. A performance check from each of you.
for fuck's sake. Literally
gonna-
anything
okay, thank you,
beyond
everyone.
just
Good job,
sailing in
everyone.
their general direction and waving a parlay flag is suspicious as fuck.
Well, what
Just
else do you want us to
saying.
do, huh? What do you want us to do?
Oh, nice.
Exactly that, actually.
Okay.
Like, just act
Oh.
like normal fucking people.
So,
We're gonna stop before we reach the fucking.
with Richter sort of at the helm of this ship and the rest of you helping alongside, he begins to map out a sort of course that you can follow where they seem to be going in a beeline direction towards something. They have a heading, they're going somewhere very specific. With that in mind, you see Richter sort of maps it out, has an idea of the distance, and he gives you a sort of rough estimate of we can go perpendicular to them, we can go alongside, quite some ways away, and then eventually our path will interject where they are past the rainbow sort of mirage that's here. It'll make it look like as though you're going in the same direction at some point, and then eventually you'll start turning into them at a subtle sort of speed. Now, whether they're going to see that or not, they most likely will, but that's your best odds here, unless you're trying to do something else. So, with that in mind, he starts the path forward. The rest of you watching tentatively as the ship gets further and further away from sight, whilst you're still in this sort of mesmer, this color stream around you. And then as you see Richter give you all a nod, he starts turning the boat's wheel just 1 degree. And that 1 degree is enough to slowly cause the two ships to get closer and closer and closer. You are still a ways away, but is there something you want to do before you get any closer? Because eventually you will be getting up to the side of the ship. At this point in time, you are still within the rainbow mesmer, but by the time you intersect with their ship, you will be out of it, as long as nothing else changes from this point onwards.
Group huddle.
Mhm.
Okay. the two of you will be underwater dealing with him. Do you think two of you will be enough to kill him?
We should.
Okay.
At least unless he has some serious physical power he's hiding. Or a true form he has not yet revealed.
Okay.
Or innate magic that doesn't require talking.
Because keep in mind, he will, if he does have magic, then he'll also be at an advantage with outside of the rainbow place, unless somehow we can get outside of it before he can. And second of all, try to get the grip lock chains on him if you can, if he does seem to have knowledge in spells and spell casting. Then me,
I'll try,
Oberon, and
I'll try, but I will try to get him underwater first.
Mm.
It's simply easier to do.
okay. And then I guess Oberon, me, and Richter will be dealing with the rest of the crew if you two are gonna be laser focused on him.
And Janet.
And Janet.
I leave Janet with you.
Maybe Janet should go. Can Janet breathe underwater?
Janet cannot breathe underwater.
I don't know. She's a rose dragon. What am I supposed? I don't know.
I'm also a rose dragon. I can't breathe underwater.
Ask your patron for that next time.
My patron is currently probably dead. How am I gonna? He might be dead. How am I gonna ask him for anything?
Small pat on the back.
It
Richter, is there
seemed to
any
have worked so far.
way of you breathing underwater?
I can make pockets of air. I can't necessarily breathe underwater, but I can maneuver it around my body. But I will have a limited amount of it, unless I keep regenerating it in some way or fashion. I need access to the surface. No matter how far down I am, I can still bring oxygen down, almost like a funnel of air, and replenish, but the deeper I go, the harder that will be to do.
If we end up having an easier time, maybe check in on the people under the water, since you'll be the one who'll be able to do it easiest. I'm sure the rest of us can too, but our time is limited as well.
I can help with if we want him to go further down, and unfortunately, Orin, that would mean you as well. I can turn the tides and push the water further in a downward projection.
Do so. You may do so immediately, actually. The farther we can get him from the surface, the better. Just be sure to fish me out at some point.
One thing to consider, you may be able to breathe underwater, but if you're falling at a rapid pace, the pressure will affect you quite severely. I do worry that if I end up pushing you even beyond the natural limits, and in your armor, and I'm assuming you're going to become a larger dwarf, giant, with your, skills, I don't know how the pressure will affect you. You may lose consciousness if you go down too quickly.
One more reason to start in shallow water. It won't affect me too much to go a few dozen meters deep. I assume the pressure sets in later.
Well, he'll probably try and break that. So, be wary. But I will help. I'll see what I can do, at least. That's all dependent on what happens on the surface. We don't know what their crew is going to do either if we start attacking their captain. We're not really that skilled outside of us. We have a Fleeflu, a Treant, and a load of sailors aboard. And they aren't prepared for fight. These are mercantile men. They have weapons on them for if a raid happens, but if whatever's on the other boat has powers beyond that, it'll be a slaughter for our men.
It'll be best to have the fight on their boat and let the sailors gain some distance in our absence. If push comes to
Yeah.
shove, Cal can evacuate us by flight.
Very true.
We have ways of flying away and staying on water. Let the ship sail away, if anything, away from there, so you gain more distance.
Okay, very well. And you see he turns another degree to cause the ship to turn more so in the direction. Anything else you wish to plan?
I'd like to get some materials in order for something I want to do once we're out of the thingy rainbow zone.
Mm-hmm.
Namely, I want to use the what's it called? I've never used this magical tinkering feature.
Okay. Well,
I'd
what
like
does
to
it do?
get a basically it does a couple of things, but what I want to do is I want to get a little very small piece of metal and a bit of wax and stick that into my ear and enchant it to repeat some of my words to me for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Namely, hold him, drown him.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Sounds like a plan. You now exit the rainbow mirage that's surrounding the island completely. Now you're on the other side, as so is the Silver Hand. At this point, the sails have stopped on the Silver Hand as they see you are getting closer. Which one of you is ushering for a parley?
Me, since I'll be the one to do the talking.
Okay. You give the sort of gestures over to them. There are flags representative of
Bless
this.
you. Oh, gee,
Bless you. That was quite a lot of sneezing. My
That was a
God.
lot.
Sorry.
That was like 6.
Jeez.
You do the necessary hand movements and gestures. They stop completely. And then you see they give the same signals back. In fact, the side of their ship where the sort of plank would be extended to go onto dock, you see the transom gate sort of opens up and allows for that to sort of happen for you guys to dock alongside. As you prepare everything to go side on, you can see the ship is filled with these people. You drink your potions. Can each of you...
Wait a second.
Just a little bit of Dutch courage. Can each of you roll a perception check?
Yes,
We can.
Oh Lord.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Imagine they've sea mines or some bullshit.
Oh Jesus.
They just have a little listening device and planted it in a ship, and they've just been listening and they're like, Actually, that's kind of a good plan these guys have. It's just like,
You see that they've all kind of gone topside of the ship. Anyone who's been down below are kind of like halted by the fact that the ship's stopped and an anchor is being deployed. Now, then, just hovering in the middle of the sea. You are still a ways away from the coast. You're basically in the middle of nowhere. You can just barely see Calzera in the distance. You can barely see the Primal Expanse behind you. Both of them just distances now, just out of sight. But as this anchor is deployed, the waters are very calm. There is not a single mote of turmoil or wave that is coming here, and they are just still on the water as you see all of them looking out to your ship, all curious and sort of looking around, unsure as to why you're coming up to them. But they've allowed you to come up. The ship, yours, goes alongside and is tied on starboard and port 2. A plank is then deployed between the two as the two jostle still together. The ropes aren't enough to stop the jostling. Their ship is not as sort of small as yours, but it's not as big either. It's kind of in the middle. They're both similar. They're just different styles, different uses for these sorts of delivery ships. And As you are now sight aside, you see all of them standing there, as well as Zerbil, who looks over towards Olrin, who you are the first point of contact. You have the plank in front of you. There is a gap between of about 5 feet between your ship and his, and he just looks over. So, what brings you out here in the middle of the sea to see us? We saw you earlier.
I found reason to talk with you specifically, and I will go over to their ship.
Mm-hmm.
But
you see, as you begin to walk over onto the plank, the Goliath you had spoken to the night before just sort of leans forward on the side of his ship and just stares at you. Are you sure you want to do this?
Yes.
Zerval looks at him. Let the man aboard. And you see he walks back. And he puts his head down in a sort of solemn, as though a child being told off. You walk across the plank and arrive on the ship. You are now standing on the Silver Hand. You are now aboard. What is it you wish to say? What did you find? What curiosities pluck at your mind?
Your house, your unique method of making us forget, you can't deny that it is suspicious. So I'm here to talk to you, to probe some information, perhaps the same thing you've been doing the past few conversations you've had with my friends here.
Of course. It's all futile, though, because you will forget.
But perhaps there's still something to learn. So, without further ado, let's start with the big questions.
By all means. But first, let us have a seat. My legs grow tired on this ship, and I'm sure yours does as well in that very heavy armor. And you hear 2 chairs being dragged from the ground from down below, up the stairs, placed in the center. You see a table hoisted down as well, and placed in the center. He walks up to one of the chairs. Please, after you. And I'm sure you want your friends to stay on the other ship, right? So at least they're outside of my range.
Yes.
Good. Good. And he just sits down. And he leans against his chair. The rest of you, what are you guys doing?
Bonus action, shit my pants.
Stare anxiously. No, okay. Pretend to be busy with something else, I guess. What are we doing? We're trying to be ready while not appearing like we're trying.
Yeah, just
Oh, so bad at this.
close to chest.
They know what we're doing. They're just not taking us seriously.
I know.
Just keeping an eye at a distance, but I'm also looking at their ship. If there's any runes that I see, anything on it that could indicate it has some magic defenses or anything of the kind. Or any weaknesses.
Arcana or investigation check then. How about
You
Cal?
got it,
What's Cal
boss.
doing?
It's this fucking same.
I have a
Right.
glyph of warding. Condition Oren starts grapple.
Wait, can I reroll that with my... Wait, actually, is that for checks? That's a good question. I think it's any d20, though.
We'll give you
It's on any
advantage.
dice.
We'll give you advantage if Cal isn't going to be doing anything at the moment.
Yeah.
So Oron will
Okay.
give you advantage.
Okay. Marginally better.
Okay. On the ship itself, it seems pretty mundane. Nothing out of the ordinary, nothing that you can sense with your sort of regular vision. You're not seeing into sort of magic, so whether there is some enchantments or something that you can't see with the naked eye, you wouldn't know unless you cast detect magic. But apart from that, seems pretty clear. Can you also roll an insight check whilst you're going around?
I'm not going around their ship. I'm just
No, I know, but you're looking back and forth. And with a 16, you have advantage again because Oberon's helping you through all this. So we're just saying that Oberon's with you.
Just.
With a 16, you can see that all of the crew members are tentative. Each one of them is looking at someone else, and it looks as though they have almost like chosen each one of you for if something were to happen. For you especially, Alicia, as you're sort of walking back and forth, you see someone with tiefling features, one of the kind of deckhands that's here, yellowish skin, horns that pull backwards, feminine figure just looking and watching you. Son of a bitch.
For all the audio listeners, I just said score.
Starts doing art straight away.
Immediately draw smut.
That's for Patreon. No, I'm kidding.
But she seems to be targeted on you, where everyone else is looking at other people.
I wish I was playing that. Alicia just stares back for a good 10 seconds, then looks away.
As you look at her for the 10 seconds, you see she shakes her head. And the eyes just are wide. Just continues to look.
It just
In our
slightly
defense,
awkwardly looks away.
all the other demons follow us would have also told us to fuck off. They would have also been like, no, don't. So we got this.
Cal, you feel a pair of eyes watching you as well. As you see a let's see. Let me just double check.
100% we're out of the fucky wucky magic
You
area,
are,
Max.
yeah.
Okay. Alicia's gonna not go. Is there like a place on the ship right now that's technically out of their sight?
I mean, downstairs, right?
Downstairs if you go under the brig, but you imagine that will also be noticed if you're trying to be discreet about it, since they are watching each of you.
Just the demon can see through stuff, or do you think the rest of the crew could also possibly see through illusion? Question mark.
That's so hard. How are we supposed to know that?
Because I do have mislead, which creates the illusionary double that can speak and act as me,
Try it.
essentially indiscernible, and makes me invisible until I do an attack roll, deal damage, or cast a spell for an hour.
Try it. It's definitely an advantage.
Okay. I go below the deck for like a minute, and then come
what
back.
does your
and I'm
mislead illusion do on the ship?
It's gonna come back up as if somebody who has just went to the toilet. So shifting the pants a little bit, and then
It's
gonna
riding
be
in the
doing
crotch.
fixing up the shirt, and then he's gonna be doing what he's been doing previously, just sort of walking about, keeping an eye on everything.
Is there some sort of saving throw involved?
You gain the invisible condition at the same time that an illusory double of you appears where you're standing. The double lasts for the duration, but the invisibility ends immediately after you make an attack roll, deal damage, or cast a spell.
Yeah.
As an action, you can move the illusionary double twice your speed and make a gesture, speak, behave in whatever way you choose. It is intangible and invulnerable. You can see through its eyes and hear through its ears as if you were located where it is.
Okay.
No shit.
All right. Very good.
There is no save, nothing, just it
Understood.
exists.
It exists. It begins to walk around. What do you do as you are downstairs?
Do we have windows?
You do have
the ship?
deck holes, yeah. You have portholes on the
Mm,
side.
mm.
They aren't typically made for man-size jumping in and out, but you can try and scrawl on your way through.
Skin Queen, sorry. uh,
Lube yourself up first, dude.
Ew,
Ew.
no. He's gonna try to get to like close to one because he is invisible
Yeah.
technically still, but he isn't chancing his luck with the demon.
Mhm.
So he is standing by close, trying to listen in if he can through anything else or open the window at least a
Yeah.
little bit, just so a window is not randomly opening
hmm
magically by
Well,
itself.
you can see as your boats are lined up, there is another deck hole, porthole on their side as well. However, there is a 5-foot gap between you and it. So it'd be if you wish to try and crawl through, and if it is unlocked, you could probably try and climb through and go to the other side. It will mean that you need to do a check, though, to get across, because you are crawling and then stretching over and then crawling through that one as well. And it's
Do
the
I
full
see
length of your
anyone?
body. You can roll a perception check.
Yeah, he's 5'2". I'm kidding.
Yeah.
May I ask, what are you
26.
planning to accomplish with this?
Shh, don't worry about it.
I'm just seeing where it goes. That's why I've like stayed on it for so long.
I'm not gonna do anything yet. I'm waiting for Oda, but I have an idea that's kind of funny.
You look down through
boy.
the portholes on the side to see if there is anyone on the lower deck. No, there is no one. Everyone's gone up to the surface.
Okay. Okay.
But
Does
the
it seem unlocked?
it's a round porthole. You don't see a fixing from it. Unfortunately, a perception check can only get you so far when it is literally unviewable where the lock is. So you don't know. You just can't tell.
Okay.
But yours is open and you can hear the sort of faint conversations as well as the walking on the deck above.
Okay, guys, suggestion. I just checked. I can summon Janet within 30 feet of me. As long as it's an unoccupied space, I can just summon her wherever I want. Do I want to spawn her in the bottom of their boat? Just
I was
since
gonna
she's
fill
already
the bottom
on
of
their
their
boat.
boat with water. Okay.
Okay, I'm not doing that. Well, I don't know that, but
I just need to check
But-
how much water I can create, but go on.
That
but
much.
wait, we don't want to drown these people.
But just as a by the by, adding water won't really do anything because you need to create a hole for the vacuum to then
Well,
push
no,
through.
but it makes the boat way harder to maneuver and shit. So
Sure,
if we,
but you're tied on,
you know.
so you would need to
Oh,
completely.
we're gonna change that.
Okay, just
That's one round for Oberon just to go cut.
sure it is. Yeah, sure. Okay.
Fuck! They tapped us with something magical. We're fucked. We're gonna die. All dead. Well, we're dead.
On,
Cal,
on the side.
go on. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, nah, it's kind of I'm panicking a bit. There's 2 more spells I wanted to cast during preparation, but I short circuited.
Oh shit. What were they?
Borrowed knowledge to give myself proficiency in athletics,
Okay,
and thingy enhance ability strength.
sure. I'll allow that. That's fine.
Okay.
Cal, you had noticed that there are a pair of eyes following you. You're probably a little bit more sort of looking around, a bit more nervous, a bit more tense, a bit more on edge. So you notice sort of the head movement back and forth of someone watching. This person individually is a male Earth Ganassi. You see the sort of rock-like exterior of them is slightly sort of verdant in areas, but mainly sort of grayed out. And they are just kind of watching from afar. Just they have their eyes on you.
Just not a blinking contest.
At some points, you see them pull out a book and start just noting things down.
Rude.
For being
having a
fucking
blinking
critiqued.
contest?
There's an out of 10 star rating in there.
Do you make notice of that?
I mean, technically for Cal, a 5 feet gap is just him going, me. So, he's just sort of not quite getting over it. He's just sort of like, what are we writing? No, but that's how Ulrin's going first, I think.
Okay. So Ulrin, you sit down alongside Zerbil. He is patient and doesn't really jump to any questions straight away. He kind of just takes in the time, bides his time, listens, and sort of waits for the right moment to speak. And eventually he'll kind of look at you. A private conversation it is. Don't worry about all of them. As you already know, they are somewhat indebted to me. So there is no need for them to be worried or alarmed by anything we say. Isn't that right? And you see all of them in unison nod, with one single head. So please, what are your concerns?
I know of this connection, yes. Besides, the conversation isn't particularly private anyway. But my questions. I wanted to start with the big ones, so here goes. Are you the demon or its servant?
An existential question. Does it evoke fear in you if I were to say both are true?
Not fear, but confusion would be more like it.
Well, my patron is trapped in a place that cannot be accessed. Yet, I found a way to find him, and he walks alongside me. No, I am not him, but he is with me wherever I go. The demons interest you, why?
We've encountered with a few of them. For example, the War of Death. The Twin Hounds. Tintava.
You're speaking of the Void, the demons that make up many of its members. I thought I recognized the spiral, and sure, that's where it stems from, as he looks over towards Oberon. But you need not worry. My patron is not a part of this void. Unless you deem it otherwise. Because every single one you've mentioned, they've been slain. So does that mean you are the hunters wanting to kill?
Your patron is not part of the void. It's curious. It's not the first time we've encountered not encountered, but heard of the Silver Hand, your ship.
We've traveled a lot. We've circulated many areas. I would be offended if
To
you
Clayton.
hadn't.
I understand you were at a place called Laren at one point.
Yes, that's right. Quaint little town in the Eberith dynasty.
Then there's been happenings related to the void there during your presence.
Yes, that is right. But none done by my hands. I merely felt a presence of their activities in the area. The demons share a similar blood. That's why your pendants seek them out. But my patron is ever forgetful, and some forget that he is not a part of this little group, even the members in it. They abandoned him. They left him chained to rot. He is one to be forgotten, but even the forgetful get a bit sad. Why do you wish to destroy all of the void? What do you think it will accomplish?
Other than the question you're asking, I'll pose another. What reason do we have yet to let them be? They've not made friends in our encounters so far, being that they were trying to overtake the Warforged, ruin large swaths of the Feywild, having killed millions, perhaps billions.
It is a quaint observation. Yet have your gods not done the same? Civilizations
I've yet to be
disappear.
saved by a demon.
Well, I would not count too soon. I am saving you from your death here now.
Oh, you say you are not the demon.
No, but
Does
I can
your
invoke him.
patron... So your patron intends our death?
Intends, no. But if angered, could. Let me put this in another light. The Void fight for something that is, well, a fallen principle. One that everyone has forgotten. One that even your gods wish to turn a blind eye to. Yet that similar blood runs through both of their veins. The demons are no different from your gods. They bestow powers, they grant blessings, they adhere to our requests. Your gods are not here because they wish to stay away. But I can guarantee you, if they're in this world, they would be doing the same as the demons do. Because power is power. And if you have it, you can overpower anything that doesn't. Just because they are held in high standard does not mean they are above stepping on ants.
Your argumentation seems rather directed.
Because you have come here
But-
with a single purpose.
True. But you argue that demons and gods are the same. Yet I hear no defense of the demons.
Because most of them have fallen to the wayside, as to why I do not stand alongside the void. They have been corrupted by the ideals, by the personification that the gods have placed upon them. They put the demons in the same bracket as devils, and devils have their own connotations involved. How would you feel if you were put in their shoes? What would happen if you were depicted as the monster?
You're asking if I was ousted from society and all such things, would I, in retribution, seek to destroy it? Make that direction of my life?
I'm asking if you were told to have been a mistake that needed correction, what would you do? All the demons have done is
True.
fight. They fought and they fought, and they think that fate has given them a bad hand, and they think they can change that. But unfortunately, the world is where it is. Some things get forgotten, and some things live on. They haven't been able to see past that. And thus you have the void, awaiting to reach oblivion, to find their holy saint of a demon. I just want what's best for my patron.
And what is it that is best for your patron? Can
This-
you coexist?
My hand was dealt long ago. I have given up all of my worldly bounds, and now I dictate my life through him. They have a vision. Something that I, at first, couldn't see, but now wholeheartedly agree with. And I am not alone here. For all of them, and he gestures to the ship and its crew, and I gave all of them the same chance. They're all on the edge of death. They would have died, and I asked them, would they prefer to pass on into whatever afterlife awaits them, or would they like to make a change? Something that would give their life meaning again. And every single one of them on this ship agreed. They saw what my patron wishes to do, to right the wrongs of the past, and to move us forward, to remember what was forgotten, to bring about the return of a deity that should be present in our lives, but somehow isn't. Do you know of the one who controls fate?
I have few knowledge of Kamara, if that is of whom you speak.
It is. She was the one that created everything, from the very beginning. There was nothing before her and her song. Her song brought life. It brought chaos. But it brought everyone here. You and I. We're all breathing because of her failure. It was her mistake that brought all of this into life. I do not see demons as mistakes. I see them like Kamara. And Ichold wishes to put this to right. To bring about Kamara's return. But in doing so, well, he needs help.
A lofty goal, truly.
Yes. I would not say a noble one, since this was a hand dealt to me. But a hand I made my own. And one I wholeheartedly believe in. But we stand at odds. Because your gods do not wish for Kamara's return.
Do they not? As I mentioned, I know very little of the matter.
But knowing Mistress Ayun made sure of that. All books and records kept under safe lock and key, whilst my patron was left as a slave to her order. She could not handle the power that he possessed, and she entombed him. The knowledge that he had of the past that was once before, too much to bear, and too much for her creations and the gods' creations to muster. To tell someone that everything was made and that their fate has already been decided causes uproar.
That is curious. Because, as I recall, one of the few mentions of Kamara I have comes from Moradin's own high priest, and was benevolent in mentioning her. What is the divide between the gods and Kamara? What knowledge do you have that I do not?
You ask all of this, but yet you know you will forget. Why? What does this achieve?
As you mentioned, we stand at odds. At the end of this discussion, a decision will be made.
Very well. The gods claimed this land as their own. They didn't want the people knowing that there was a past here. Civilizations buried beneath the ground that have come before. Millions and millions of years. Civilizations have come and gone, and all forgotten. But now the gods rule, and they have brought prosperous times. They do not want to be looking in the past. They wish for things to flourish, their creations to live. They are unsure of what would happen if Kamara comes to the surface. She's been dormant for a long time, parts of her scattered to the wind. She makes up everything that is this world. But even she is unbound by the chaos that be. Her final symphony, one that leaves echoes in this world, left and lost scattered across the plains. Statues of her remain, but a part of her forgotten and disappeared. It is a unification in all of these where Kamara will return. But the gods, they made sure to keep the ground sacred and to hide her second coming, because they are afraid. They are afraid to lose control. Your gods are law, order, nature. They control the elements that is around Kurthiek, but they cannot control Kurthiek proper. Yet they try. They try, and yet why do you think immortals rise up to fight them? Perhaps because they are wrong to do so. In defense of the gods, they created us. If you look at it at a certain point of view, they are our creators. Although Kamara created them, and so on and so forth. If it weren't for the gods, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be enjoying the fruits of their labor. But in the health of this world, in the grand scheme of this universal cosmic shift, do we truly matter to that extent, to that greed? Should we be leaving this world poisonous and venom? Or should Kamara take a stand and return to what is hers, to what has been forgotten?
It does not seem like you are sure of what your goal entails, of what Kamara's return will bring. So why do it? Just because?
Because it is a necessity. Because without it, I'm worried for the future. I'm worried for what comes beyond the stars. What if something much more powerful than the gods arrived here, and they plundered that power that Kamara has for their own? Thus, they can orchestrate everything, plan whatever they wish. Fate is theirs, and theirs alone. I do not wish someone to have the power that Kamara has. I wish it to be returned to her. And so does my patron.
Do either of you know of Kamara's nature? Has record survived?
There was never any records, because she never truly existed in this world. She created it, and where she stems from is powers beyond our comprehension. He just continues to stare and watch as you process the information.
I'm so annoyed that I can't take notes.
You can take notes, you just have to ignore them
I'm
the
not
next time you
going to.
talk.
I'm not going to. This is not available information, basically.
Well, whilst Ulrin is thinking about what to do next, Alicia and Cal, is there anything that you guys wish to do?
Leonie?
Lean over to the guy who just wrote in his book and be like, "What you're writing?" That's not even going on the board.
Just kind of looks
Just
up at you.
kind of leaning slightly bit.
Not much really. I was just making observations of you. Sorry.
No, wait. I like when people do that. We have a friend who's like a historian of people, and it's really fun when he writes down stuff about us. So, what did you write?
Oh, I was just writing how your scales reflected light. I've not seen that before.
Do you like it? It's cool, right?
Yeah, it's cool. Should we be talking?
I don't know. It seems to be taking really long. I'm getting a bit bored.
Kind of looks back towards the conversation in the center of the table, and then looks back at you. Okay. This continues to write in their book.
What did you write now?
Just that you're very friendly.
Nice.
What's your name?
Cal, what's your name?
Writes down Cal. Sasha.
Hi.
Just smiles.
Hi, Sasha.
Hi, Cal.
So, what are the odds of him murdering all of us?
Well, there's a chance that if he did kill you, he might bring you back. So,
Oh,
yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah, that's quite nice.
Yeah.
Gives you a
A
second
bit
chance.
horrifying of a concept.
Let's hope he doesn't kill you though, because that would be really messy.
I mean, we are surprisingly hard to kill. Like, at this point, so many people have tried and none have succeeded so far. Except that one time, but that didn't really count.
Okay. Just continues to write in the book. Really hard to kill. Underline. Okay. Yeah, I probably shouldn't talk to you anymore, Cal. Sorry.
Okay.
But thanks. And just closes the
To
book.
the next person.
I
Who's
hate
I am
that
not
they are-
staring at some random crew member.
I hate that they are all this polite.
Yeah.
Can you roll
Yeah,
a
but be
d10?
mean to me.
Leonie, can you roll a d10?
Sure. 7.
You see the yellow-skinned tiefling that was looking at Alicia previously and is still looking at their illusionary form. They just kind of look at you with a side eye. What is it?
I'm bored.
I don't give a fuck. Go and play a fucking game or something.
But there's literally only water around here, so I could literally, the only thing I could do is like loops in the water, which I've done. They're fun. They're very complicated with these giant wings, but they're fun.
Just ignores you. Are you going to stand there?
I've been standing here for like 10 minutes, so probably.
Can you not just go somewhere else?
I can move my head a bit more to the left and talk to the person next to you, but like, you probably still hear it.
Are you terrible with social cues, or do I have to be more abrupt?
Yeah.
Please stand
No,
over
like,
there on the other
even if
side
you-
of the ship, so you're away from me.
I am on that. See, I am much bigger than most of the people on the ship, so I'm pretty sure if I were to change sides now, we'd all have to shuffle around. And then the whole staring at everybody thing you've got going on, it's going to get really complicated because we're all going to be running amongst each other. And I think the situation is tense enough. You don't need to make it tenser by making your guys' job harder.
Can you roll a persuasion check?
What the fuck am I persuading this?
She doesn't hit you.
Sure. Oh. 13.
You see the sort of like her grip is beginning to like turn into a ball. It clenches her fist, and as she looks like she's gonna go towards you and say something, the large Goliath just stops her hand and puts it down. That is enough. They are just playing. Hushan, go elsewhere. I will look after these.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make you upset. That tends to just happen. Sorry.
You have quite the loud mouth, don't you?
I do. It's gotten me into a lot of trouble in the past, but it also has gotten me out of some trouble. Less than it's gotten me into, but it has gotten me out of some trouble.
Somehow that does not surprise me. This affable nature can be quite disarming.
Thanks.
No one will be playing games with you. It is quite a serious moment. It is, in fact,
I know.
very important that this conversation happens. Because
And that it goes well.
none of us here really wish to kill you.
Yeah, I don't want to kill you either.
You will not be able to. I assure you, we cannot die. We have many times, but our patron brings us back. So all of these parlor tricks, well, you can attempt to drown us or do whatever you want in the middle of the sea, but we will come back, because we have a mission. You cannot stop something that needs to survive and live. But do not worry.
I want to imprison it?
Well... He'll just sit down and lean against the boat. If you do have any questions, I'm happy to answer them.
No, I think I'm good.
Good.
I feel the mood has shifted.
Perfect. Well, if you need anything answered, you can just ask me.
Okay. You're very scary.
You just sit there and lean. I know. That is what I do best.
That's a pretty good talent.
He'll just sit there and continue making you unnerved as you have done the same to his crew.
Right.
Alicia?
Okay. When I'm looking and hearing through my illusionary double, can I hear the conversation between Olrin and...
Because you are on
everybody
the
else,
other
or-
boat? No, unfortunately not.
Nothing?
How far are we apart?
Well, the ships themselves are 5 feet in distance. You are sort of like on the middle to the sort of side of your ship. So that means you're probably about 15 feet from the plank. They are central of their ship, which, if we say it's like 60 feet across, is another 30 feet into the middle. So you've got quite a bit of a distance still. They're not talking loudly. This is a sort of conversation between the two. This is why he said it was a private sort of conversation.
I'm not talking quietly either.
Oh, you may
Not like
not
I'm
be.
trying to keep secrets here.
But he isn't.
Can I hear it from where I am or no?
Yeah, you can hear
The
it.
open window. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna duck so I'm not visible from the window because now that we're out of the fucky wacky magic zone, I am would he notice? I don't know. I'm gonna try to cast sending
Sure.
to who would be realistically in the house? Coraline?
Not necessarily. She did go with some of the others to do research. Hazar would
Sure.
be.
Yeah.
Peril, probably?
Who do you think safer bets, Hazar or Corel?
I mean,
As far
Hazar's
as we know-
guaranteed in the house.
Yeah, but as far as we know, Hazar would have to literally move the house to get anywhere while Corel
No,
can
I'm not trying to get them to get the house.
Okay, I don't fucking know what you want to do.
I want them to scry on us.
Oh.
On me. I'm gonna, just because I think Corel's more fortified from this shit, I'm gonna cast sending to him and just whisper possible information on the forgettable. Scry on me. I'll be whispering everything I hear. And he'll wait about 5-ish minutes, and then everything he hears he'll be quietly saying to himself somewhere ducked underneath, while Double is still doing mindless busy work on the top deck.
Okay. You create this sort of link. Now, if you cast a spell, does that remove the illusion?
No, it only removes the invisibility on me, but the
Okay,
illusion
the illusion
stays up for an
stays.
hour.
Okay. You cast a spell. You reach Hazar or Kirill?
Kirill.
Okay. Message comes back. On it.
Just whispering everything I hear Ulrin and the guy say during the conversation.
Okay. As the conversation continues on the top deck, is there anything that you wish to say, Ulrin?
What is your stance towards the other demons?
They're on a goal that is unreachable. Too many things are in their way that they will not win. We are fighting against everyone and everything. I can empathize with their leader being trapped away in a prison made of their own making, but still, they fight a fool's errand. Unfortunately, they have been too wrong to know otherwise, to see past their own grievances and wish to have changed their own way. It will not work.
So, no lines, no kinship, no intervention.
Nothing between us and the void. Our goals are separate.
Then, another question. A few. more towards your patron. Do you have a memory of joy?
Of course I do. I have many. I do not forget anything, although my curse may mean otherwise for many around me, but I remember joy. I even had a place of my own, a kingdom that I ruled over.
A demon has once told me of their unique state of existence. As I'm asking. I've seen regret in their kind. Acceptance. Two of whom we faced have surrendered, simply wanting to leave it all behind. There's similarities between us and the demons, being born of the same source. Perhaps there is coexistence. But I hold them to the same standard I would anyone else. Crimes will not simply be forgotten, nor forgiven.
And I think that is a fair and just way to see the world.
One of our own will... No, let's not drag him into the conversation prematurely.
It is just us here.
Is there...
You may share whatever you wish. None can hear it.
You can.
I can. My followers can. But I can make it so they do not.
Your followers at this point in time are an extension of yourself. Make no mistake, if we leave apart peacefully, that does not make us allies. Not necessarily. We'd simply be neutral. And I do not simply share anyone's personal business with strangers, do I?
We are on the same feet. Planted on the ground. Eye to eye. I see you as no ally either, nor is there a need for you to be an enemy. We are neutral. A polite conversation can be had between two on opposite sides. And for you this one time, I will grant you this memory. The rest of your friends won't be too happy about forgetting this, I assume. Including whoever is watching us from above.
we have been largely unnerved of your powers.
As was I at the beginning. But now they are honed. They are mine as I see fit. And on my head and shoulders is this burden carried on. I do not abuse it. I do not seek to change the world with it. It just allows that my patron goes as he wishes, without much remedy of action. For all I have to say to someone is that I can make everyone forget them in a blink of an eye. Their history gone forever. Their loved ones, they only remember an echo. But I do not do that. Yet I could. I do not abuse my power. I do not wish ill upon this world. I only wish to help it. But those who would stand in my way, and this is warning for you, as we are neutral, that could happen. But I've probably taken up much of your time as the sun is setting. You still have to return back to port.
Permit one more question.
Of course.
If you have them, who are your enemies?
I don't have any because they never remember me.
You remember them? There's an answer to this question.
I have no enemies.
Given your goals run contrary to the gods, at least, as you've told, that seems hard to believe.
Do you wish I start flaying and killing every prayer to a god?
I wish the opposite, of course.
Just because
I
they
prefer
believe in something, I do not consider them to be wrong. They are just misguided. Someone has got to them first and whispered sweet nothings into their ear.
An extreme perspective still. As I imagine I belong to that group.
But you have not spoken as though you are one of them.
I am, in part. I value truth, and I hope I have heard it today. I imagine from your position you don't see too much sense in lying. You control whether I go out of this conversation knowing its contents, after all. And I hope that we will not be at odds.
Take it as a modicum of respect that I have for you and your group, for being so incisive and trying to see between the blur that I may leave behind. I respect it.
Thank you.
Yes, Robbie?
You are right. I have taken up much time.
Before
And-
Oren leaves, Alicia will be like, all right, cut this crying to Krill just in case this guy can somehow get through him through scrying. So
As the scrying goes through, you again receive a sending message. I don't see or hear anything that you're trying to tell me, Alicia. What is going on?
You're just telling me that now? Okay,
The words that leave your
Alicia's in a
mouth are
very-
jumbled. They make no sense.
Alicia just mouse, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. So, of course, but what does that even fucking work? How does it even freaking work?
You imagine it's the same as writing down any annotations, anything copied and passed on. Even if you had potentially a voice recording of him speaking, it'd probably have the same effect.
Okay.
He just can't be remembered. Unless it seems he gives the opportunity to remember, which he has done for Olrin.
Can I sign language just fucking whatever to Coril, who might be crying on me? Just fucking raise his hand in defeat. Never fucking mind, bro.
Oren having a moment and Alicia's playing activity with Corin.
Yeah, sounds like 3 words, 3
Pantomime.
syllables. Okay, now.
Could it work? Can I pantomime to Corel? I'm assuming not.
No, unfortunately, it's the same problem. Just doesn't go in.
It's
It doesn't compute.
Just cast sending their fucking mind.
With that, Orin, you take a stand. You see he kind of stands at attention as well. He'll extend a hand to you if you wish to shake.
I shake it.
A pleasant conversation from 2 sides of the coin. Thank you for imparting your own wisdom.
Thank you. You've given me much to think about. Much to verify.
Well, if it is worth anything, you have been more insightful than many people that I've met in my many lifetimes. So, well done on that. And if you ever need anything pertaining to the void or elsewhere, you can always attempt to send me a message. Whether it'll work or not will be dependent to me.
I'll keep that in mind. Then, as neutrals, and given that Kel has forged friendships aboard your ship apparently, as acquaintances, farewell.
Good luck with everything you do. You head off for your ship. Any last things you guys wish to do before you...
Seeing that
Let
Orin
them
is not in
on.
fact dragging the guy into the water, Cal is gonna search among the crew for Stemmy. Just gonna raise his head up and just be like...
You can see she's kind of a bit away. It seems that she didn't want to sort of have the focus on you. But you do see her, spot her on the stairs, looking at one of your crew members. You look over, make eye contact, and you see for a moment she kind of looks up and smiles, and then she just kind of like looks back to the person she was eyeing.
Just kind of... goes like, can I just... pushes amongst his own crew. It's like, can I just climb over some people?
Climb around. Oh, flip. As you walk over.
Yes, please do.
You eventually see Stammy lock eyes with her, and you see he's a bit nervous, a bit sort of sheepish, kind of trying to look away, but then she'll walk up. Hi.
So yes, last time we spoke, that was indeed me trying to like trick you guys so we could do what we're doing right now and like figure out if we have to try and kill your boss. But since Oren just left, I guess we're not trying at all. So we're partying peacefully. So maybe we can actually meet up again at some point.
I know you probably didn't mean harm with it, Cal, but
I know. I probably hurt your feelings horribly, and
you
I feel
used
very
me.
bad about it. I know. Well, I was planning to. I technically didn't go through with it. But yeah, that still sucked. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I just... one too many times, I guess, for me. I don't know. Maybe somewhere in the future, but not now. It was only this morning.
Yeah.
But thank you anyway for at least coming up to me. And I really did enjoy last night, even if I was there more for my boss, but I thought I found a friend.
Well, maybe in the future.
Maybe.
Maybe if you can forgive me. Which you're not. Obviously, you don't have to. You never have to forgive anybody. But you know, if you do, you know how to reach us. We can't really block that sort of thing. I don't think. So.
She just nods and smiles. I know, I understand. And maybe if I was in your shoes, I'd think the same way.
It's
So,
very scary what he does.
he's only scary if you don't know everything. Deep down inside, he's quite, well, driven and quite normal. He was, she looks around. Do you know the Void Empire?
Mm-hmm.
Well, do you know how it's not really an empire? It's built up by individuals. And no one really knows what happened to the empire before. It just seemingly became members of a council. Well, he was their emperor. He was emperor of the Vorid Empire. But history forgot it all.
That's very sad to have his entire story just erased from everybody.
And that's why I kind of stand by him, because if he was able to help all those people as a leader, he must know what he's talking about at least.
And him being very scary and very powerful definitely means you guys are safe with him. So there's that. In fact, you literally cannot stay dead. So there's that.
It still hurts to die, Cal.
Yeah, it fucking does.
I really hope I get to see you again.
Me too.
She'll just kind of lean in and give you a kiss on the cheek. And she'll just rub the side of your face for a moment and then pull back. As Oren is now stepping across the plank, ropes are being thrown off. Elisio, if there's anything you wish to do before the final set sail.
throw myself overboard. Flip off
No!
the sky. I'll get you one day, damn it.
Why?
I don't know. I have a one-sided rivalry with this man now.
My,
I will
My
create
next-
a device to spy on you out of spite.
I have an idea for the next one-shot character. It's just going to be an unusually obsessed paparazzi.
Extra. Read all about it.
Oh god. He can work for Travis without
Can I,
it.
before like he steps off, like move as far away as I can from their ship on the bottom of ours?
You want to move away from it?
Yep, as
Okay.
long as possible.
Yeah.
As far as possible.
You move back and back and back and back. And then eventually there's a point where you were upstairs before.
Yeah.
The ship moves away. In fact, Richter is the one who sort of like guides the sails off as they begin to raise their anchor, as all of the members of their crew begin to go down in the deck and go about their business, as Zervil continues to stare out towards your ship and then eventually turns his attention towards the bow and the direction where he's going. The rest of you pull out and begin to set sail back to the Primal Expanse. Is that where you're heading back to? Okay.
Yep.
Is there anything you guys wish to do before you enter the sort of rainbow surrounding the island?
I mean, we did just drink 24-hour water breathing potions, so Cal's gonna enjoy the fuck out of that.
Sure.
Like, as soon as the important conversation of Oren telling us all that shit has happened, Cal's just like, okay, yeet.
Yeah, assuming we're not covered in blood and dirt and water, I'm assuming we didn't fight him.
Correct.
Not jokes on you. I'm going to keep all of this a secret.
Oh, never mind then. Cal immediately goes for a dive.
Nah.
And he pulls Oren fucking with him, but guess what?
Now, seeing Cal having fun, Oren waits out the water breathing duration and then informs you all a moment later.
Okay. So you head back into the sort of rainbow mirage that is the external part of the Primal Expanse. You head back into port. As you do, it is nightfall. You set out towards the sort of midday, 3 hours, 3-hour return. It's kind of a 6-hour jaunt that you've had, including the time rafted up alongside the boat. So you're looking at about 8 o'clock in the evening by the time you return back to port and settle up with your ropes and everything else. You see your expeditionist just laying there.
Poke. Hey, we're gonna be here soon. Starts fucking shaking him. Jeez, this guy's a deep sleeper and starts shaking him more.
Hello?
We're gonna be here soon. You alright?
The fuck? Oh, shit. Have you guys come back already?
Yeah, so we were gone for like 8 hours.
Oh, shit. I was asleep for 8 hours? Fuck.
Are you okay? That's not normal.
No, that isn't alright. What the fuck what did I drink last night?
Also, you should probably get checked out by a doctor. Probably me, because that snoring is not normal. That's very loud.
That's fine. Are we good to go?
Oh, we're allowed to go in the evening? Wait, that's kind of awesome.
Yeah, go
Let's
whenever.
Go to the caves in the evening. There's going to be monsters. We can fight monsters in the caves. We didn't get to fight the other guys, so...
Wait, why the fuck were you gonna fight someone else?
He's just joking.
Business. Oh, no, I'm joking.
This guy never jokes. What are you talking about? This guy's like the most literal person I've ever met.
That's so true. I don't do jokes.
Who were you gonna kill?
Oh, we were... No one.
Cal.
I can tell you once we're not here.
All right, are we all ready? Have we got everything?
Sure.
I think so, and let's avoid the monster fighting, preferably Cal.
Okay.
Each one of you have got your pneumatic pick, yeah?
Yes.
Do we? Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah, we picked
You
up
do.
because we
Um,
thought we were going to do that.
Unless those guys fucking robbed us and made us forget about it for some reason. But
Imagine.
Imagine. I do not abuse my powers. Take the shit.
Meanwhile, your like pants are gone. What the fuck?
he stole every left sock from our ship.
He hands
Extinguished
you.
all our memories of the concept of pants. What do you mean pants?
I've never worn that in my entire life.
You don't go commando? What the fuck? So there you are. There's the pneumatic pick. You can see the description in chat as to what they do. But each one of you have one. Even depending on your larger size, doesn't matter. You've all got one. It's all been fully equipped and adjusted for your stature. So as you begin to head into the sort of cave systems of the Primal Expanse, you've already picked out the area in which you wish to sort of mine for the specific rare items that you're looking for. Now, as you begin to spelunk and go down into them, it is cold down here. It's cold because everything is made out of crystal and there's silver-lined sort of metal brackets that are holding the caves open. Even as you go into the sort of evening of night, there are elements of crystal that have grown around bands that you saw the previous day, because the crystals here just keep growing. It's like plant life, but on an extreme level. Everything just continues to grow out. Crystals, other sorts of minerals and stone that is made within this space, all growing back out and trying to reform the holes that have been caved in. But you head down some of the paths that you had sought out yesterday. As you are noticing that things have moved around. Where you had seen a sort of rock glimmering in the sort of deeper pocket of the wall, it has now shifted and moved down the tunnel into a further spot ahead. As this is all happening, you see Lenovar look around. Yeah, don't worry about that. That's normal. Things move around in this cave. It's just natural stuff. Let's just hope that yours haven't gone too far away and straight off the beaten path. Otherwise, we'd have to start mining, and it'll be a little bit of a headache. And you guys look a little bit tired. Have you guys rested well? Because it seems you've been out all day.
Oh no, we're super rested. That's where you go.
Oh, great. Okay. He just continues to follow the sort of lead. Could each of you roll a survival check, please?
Yes. Oh, goddamn. See, what I could have done before sailing back into the rainbow is use another spell to buff a different attribute.
The borrowed knowledge.
Oh, too late.
Yeah. I do believe I get a advantage on survival rolls or something. Hold on. Yeah, whenever you roll a survival or nature check, you have advantage because of the cloak.
Go for it.
Does this come for it? Okay.
Yeah.
18.
Nice.
13.
All right. As you're heading into the cave then, you've journeyed for about half an hour at this point as you're going down different levels to head back to the original spots where you'd found your crystals. The further down you go, the less people you find, because at this point in the evening, there are people mining away, but the deeper you go, the harder it will get to come back, so less people going further down the mines. If anything, you see a lot of people leaving the mines, and they just see you on the sort of way back up. You guys heading back down? Oh, well, good luck. You better be careful with them, Lenovar. Yeah, don't worry. They're fine. They're fine. They've told me they're, like, trained. I think they're kind of killers, really. He's like, oh, great. And just continues to walk out. But
if we come upon a team, Oren would inquire about, like, weapon. We've been warned of creatures, like are there areas to avoid and such.
Okay. As you come across the last sort of batch of people, you held them down and they kind of look over. Hi. Hello. Yeah. What's up?
Just since you come from the direction we're going, are there any things to worry about?
Yeah.
Any in particular that
Oh,
you
everything.
would mention to us? Any particular area to avoid?
See the guy next to him just kind of like, hey, dude, you okay? You all right? Avoid everything? I'm sorry about my friend. I think we did run into an elemental that cast some light, and I think it sort of did something to him. But yeah, there's things down there. But don't worry, you've got Lenovar. He's one of the best, so we'll just kind of get out of your way. Especially more people down here, the more sort of troublesome things get. But just keep your wits about you. Wits.
All right then.
Yeah, wits.
Perhaps he got magical healing a bit further from the island. That seems difficult. His affliction.
Just a medical checkup. He might have a concussion, honestly.
I think he'll be fine. Just a long rest. I think that'll clear everything. Don't worry about it. He'll be fine in the morning. I won't be. All right. Let's get the fuck out of here. Come on. And he starts ushering him out.
Reassuring. Great.
Is that common?
Would you...
Oh, you hesitated way too long.
Thing is, I'm thinking like, if I say yes, are you going to believe? If I say no, would you believe me? And well, yeah, of course this happens. You guys are surrounded by fucking magic everywhere.
Oh, okay. Sure. Are you sure this is worth it? No, this is worth it.
A literal
We
explosion could
invested
happen if
much
I step
time
on
in
this stone now. I'm not going to stand on it. You look like you're waiting for me to stand on it.
Please don't, actually.
Rather, I'm looking at the stone. Is there a particular pattern that we should avoid?
Just don't stand on any of the grey bits. And then he just like hops around. It's stone, like the fucking entire thing is grey. But he just like skips
great.
across and like, follow me. Doop,
Oh,
doop, doop, doop,
boy.
doop.
There's grey everywhere. What?
Oh shit! Yeah, you got dark vision. Did you guys not bring lights? You got a torch or something?
Inventory.
Perhaps I do, but I can only ignite it by magical means.
Oh,
I did not-
fuck. Why don't you guys
have a
remind
torch.
me?
Oh, I have a torch.
Oh, good.
Why don't you have a torch?
I don't need
You're
one. I can
fine.
see in the dark. I can see these things. I'm used to
I
this.
can also see in the dark, so
Okay, well then we're fine then.
I give a torch to Callum.
Just pulling it like a toothpick.
I have 10,
Do we-
so I give 2.
Do we have non-magical means to ignite these? I do have a
I have
couple
a tinder
pieces
box.
of metal. Oh, that'll do.
I could get a.
Why do you not have the most basic of things, Olrin? You have 50 different minerals, but not a flint.
No, Alicia.
Because I can snap my fingers and make fire.
Cooking. No, it's
You should have
related to
practical things
cooking.
on you.
He doesn't do things that are related to cooking, so obviously he doesn't have this.
You guys are weird.
I do cook
Yeah.
on occasion. Simply not for
Oh,
you
you really
because we differ in taste.
We don't differ in taste. You try to poison people.
You poison
What?
people?
Of course not. After all, I eat my own food, and I still live.
Why?
Well, matters of taste aside, I have only now seen the benefits of carrying around non-magical methods of fire. It has never been a concern, and will likely stay that way unless we wander into a similar zone at another point in time. Which, given the uniqueness of this island, I doubt.
Oh, true.
Alicia disapproves. Just keeps going.
Okay, now which way are we supposed to go? Let's go this one. He starts walking down one of the caves.
Can I see if he's alright in the head? What is going on? Like, Alicia does not trust this guy.
You can roll an insight check.
Aw. I mean, he's brainwashed a lot, so, you
Not
know.
20, bro.
Yeah.
I want a psychological breakdown
What?
of this man.
He seems a little lost.
He's so kind!
Stops him at some point, like, as soon as he really... I'm sorry, are you an actual guide?
Yeah.
Because you look lost.
Fuck, I'm glad you say it as well. Yeah. I'm fine. You lost?
Oh,
What do you mean you're lost? Aren't you supposed to be a guide?
Well, the cave that we went into before yesterday, that closed up. So I just started walking and eventually found one that was close enough. And now it's led into 3 different cave systems, and I think we're going the right way.
why would you do that?
You seem angry. Is there any way I can help
No,
with this?
no. I'm fine. I'm fine. Just why wouldn't you say that you don't know where you're going?
Well, you guys keep saying that you're like the best and stuff. You like capable of all of
You're
this.
the guy. We've never been here before. What do you mean? I've never been into a fucking mine. I never had a pickaxe in my life.
We're
Nor have
capable
I,
in many
really.
things. One of them is
What do you
caution.
mean?
It has kept us alive for a long time. And we are also now trying to exercise caution by finding the correct way.
I think you should lead this. I feel like you've got a good sense about what's going on here.
You're the
Oh.
guide.
This-
Look, I'm happy to get lost. I don't mind getting lost. If we try and turn back now, we're going to get even further lost. At this point, we just got to keep going.
What?
No, we're about an
We're
hour
gonna
in
die
now. We can't just
In
turn
a
back.
cave. We're gonna die in a cave.
We're not going to die in a
We're gonna
cave.
die dramatically by
Are we gonna die in a cave?
We're gonna die in a cave.
Are we gonna die in a
by
cave?
starvation. Because
We're going to die in a cave!
Shut up!
Calm yourselves, all of you. This amount of panic, though perhaps justified, won't bring us anywhere. We're here now. We will claim our objective, and then we will head back.
And how do you
But no-
propose we do that if we don't remember where we came from? Or where we're going?
Oh, I know how to get out.
Nebula, give me
we
patience.
are
Nebula,
lost.
give me patience. If you give me strength, I fucking...
I don't know how to get back to the way we came, but there's like a bigger tunnel we can get to. It's like one of the main tunnels that if anyone gets lost, they just like dig straight down and they're there. It's kind of like a little get out of jail free card sort of thing.
Do you know the definition of being lost?
Define it.
Oren, I need you to hold my shoulder very tight right now.
That seems appropriate.
Thank
And
you.
very rare that I
Orn
meet
will
someone who's
loosely
much
restrain
more
you.
I think we're about 5 minutes away from until we get to the first one. You guys don't seem confident about that. I don't know why you wouldn't be confident. I'm your guide.
And he's over to this. Does this guy have some sort of like dual personality thing going on?
It's my not 20. Tell me anything else.
This guy's just
about
fucking
him.
dumb.
Do I trust what he's saying right now at all?
How much can you trust someone who's stupid?
He-
Is
he
this
had-
close from crashing out?
See, he hadn't.
Okay.
See, guys, we're fine because he has the intelligence of a small animal, but the instincts to match.
Do we
This was
know
out of
that?
character, by the way.
I'm just gonna leave bits of something behind, like
There's
bits
no
of
point. No point in doing
footprint.
that. No point in doing that. The caves are just
The
going to close up
stones
behind. They're
move.
just going to move. That's stupid. I didn't tell you to do
You're
that.
stupid. No, hey! Don't call him stupid.
Well, why is he not listening to me? All he's done is like complain.
Because you said you were lost. Can you just show us where the first stone is that we wanted?
I don't know if I want to go with you guys anymore. And he just keeps walking down the cave. Are you going to follow?
Wait, is this what it feels for other people when they talk to me when they don't know who I am?
No.
Oh,
No.
thank God. Oh, sweet Melora. I was really afraid that it was.
I suppose that Oberon should do the talking. He is very eloquent.
Alicia just slowly turns to Olrin while this guy's a bit further away. Do I have your permission, if he says another dumb thing, to lightly smack him on the back of the head?
Do not.
Okay. I will try not to. Then slowly turns back around and keeps
Found it.
walking.
Why
Is
did
it
you...
actually what we're looking for, or is it something else?
I actually found them.
What do you mean you found them?
Just fucking come over here. He walks back.
Yeah.
Guys, come on.
No. What car?
It's over here.
Okay. What did you find?
It's over there.
Suspicious.
He just points
Yeah.
forward.
What's the point out?
You see the 4 stones that you had originally looked at in different parts of the cave all coalesced into one point.
The fuck? It's so creepy.
They're all
Why am
in this one space.
Do they look real? I don't trust anything right now.
Well, no kind of check.
Thank you, Melora. Maybe this is the gods being like, here, have
Why does it always happen when you roll a nat 20 and then a nat 1? Why is this a thing? Why is it a thing? I just never...
Oh.
I can never understand how this works. It's not how chances happen.
No,
It's the gods wanting Alicia to be rage baited. I don't know.
You
Yeah.
have no idea. This could be a trap.
He's standing back. He's not trusting that.
It's kind of weird,
Oh.
though. They weren't all here before. And it's quite lucky that all 4 of them came into one spot as well. Maybe the
Yeah.
maybe the stones heard us.
I'm sorry they can hear us.
Wow. Some of them have like souls and shit.
Sorry?
Oren? The stones have souls?
An expression of animism, I'm sure.
Is it?
They're not animals. What are you talking about? They're rocks.
Do they have souls? In a metaphorical or literal sense?
I don't think he knows what that means.
Do they have souls, literally, yes or no?
While this is happening, can I just mine the fucking stones?
Sure, you walk over. You see the 4 sort of like sources of energy in both crystalline form as well as the stones and the different ones that you have chosen. All of them gathered into this one spot. You begin to gather your sort of arm wrist pneumatic pick. The rest of you dealing with this idiot as he's just sort of like rage baiting you essentially. Is this like a trick question if they have souls? I don't know if I'm supposed to answer yes or no because like, do we have souls? Are we things? Are we rocks?
Oh,
You're my rock.
But that is such a
Wow, we
fascinating
met
question to ask
yesterday.
in a world where souls are like. That's
Tangible.
not a matter of discussion. They exist. We know.
With the sort of pneumatic pick, which one do you want to try and pick for? There was the 4 options that you had previously.
Guess
Nope.
go for the
I think I'll
guide.
start small just to get used to the pick and then work my way up towards the rarer ones.
Okay. So which one do you want to go for then? Because there were 2 that were of a lesser rarity.
Yeah, I currently remember mine, so I'm going to start with the gravity one, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then make an attack roll, as per the sort of description in the chat. The rest of you, what are
Okay.
you up to? Whilst Olrin is like preparing and winding up and getting used to the pneumatic pick.
Keeping an eye on our surroundings for any monsters, weird flashing lights / souls.
Perception check then, for either of you, looking and perceiving.
17.
Let's see.
Oh, I'm rolling so shit today.
The plus 10, it's either the plus 10 or proficiency plus strength for me, right?
Well, you wouldn't have proficiency with this, so it's either flat strength or the flat plus 10. So
Okay.
if you did have proficiency, then yes, it would be higher, but you're not proficient with this. So because
Okay.
it's a different type of
And-
weapon. It's not like an actual pickaxe. It's more of like a sort of bolt in your arm pushing forward, so more melee based.
Okay. Also, I recall making them plus 1 before.
Yes, I remember that as well. Yeah, that's right.
True.
That should be a plus 11 then.
Okay, yeah. So go for it.
Wow.
What?
Can I give him a reroll?
Please
Sure,
do.
can you?
It's my cape's passive ability. Does that count as magic?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Oh.
then never mind.
Okay.
No, please try.
No, please don't.
No, don't.
This is not worth our lives.
Orin, you still get used to the sort of pressure of it. You recoil it backwards with the side of a spindle. As it goes back, this pick head just... And it's fucking tense in your arm as you're shaking to try and aim it, and then it shoots outwards, trying to hit forward into the stone. But the recoil is enough to push you back onto the floor, and you just kind of like slam heavily onto the floor below you. The rest of you hear this as Orin hits the ground hard because he is wearing metal armor. As he hits, you hear it sort of ring out. Echo throughout the entire chamber that you're in, and the echo continues so much that you actually think that you might be encased completely. The bounce of the echo has nowhere to go. It just keeps bouncing. You look back towards where the sort of cave entrance you came in from, the tunnel, and that's closed off. You see it now has sealed. Alicia,
What the fuck is happening?
you look around and there's no exits at all. There's no way out of here. You're in this pocket in the ground.
Why is this cave trying to murder us? It literally lured us inside and now it's closed off all the exits. Why is the cave trying to murder us?
At this point, Alicia he was fighting the demons instead of this. He's stuck with an idiot. He'll just turn.
Where's it gone?
Place one hand on the wall and be like, please, I can't do this today.
As you put your hand on the wall, you feel your feet dragged as the wall is pushing you in, as you are now being pushed closer into the center of this sort of room. The crystals just almost pushing inward as everything in this room is becoming smaller and smaller. Olrin, you on the ground, still kind of looking up, a bit dazed at the moment. Cal, Is there anything that you're doing, seeing all of this?
I'm encouraging Lenore to. So you said there's a way where we dig down and there's a main tunnel, right? Start doing that, please, now.
Why?
Because the caves are closing in on us. Just do it.
Sure. And he just starts recoiling
Unless
his and.
there's a safer, better option that you are not telling us for some
Oh
reason.
yeah, of course. There's a safer option. He shoots it downwards into the ground, as you have ordered him to do this.
What is the safer option? For fuck's sake.
You see it shoot forward into the ground. Where Olrin had fallen before, it caused this sort of like a bit of a hairline crack in some of the crystal and stone. And you see he aims for in between. All right, you want to get out of here then? Shoots downwards. Parts of the crystal floor just begins to fall apart, and you see ground beneath you. You see there is a drop quite far down, which is about 120 feet or so. But this cave is continuing to close above you, and there is now a hole, an exit.
Right.
What was the safer option?
What was the safer option?
Well, I guess the hole is still like there for the tunnel that we came in. We could just try and mine it out. How long would that take to close? Well, we got this hole now, so
Okay, we can fly out of that once we. Okay, I'm just gonna. Cal's gonna try and mine the. What was it called? Garganium?
Garganium, yeah, go for it.
Garganium. Anyone else want to try mining?
Hey, Olrin, you come back to your senses again.
Okay. 19 in total.
You
It was
I'll
horrible,
switch
but
to-
you know.
you aim for
I
it.
switch to Verero.
Unfortunately, you just do not aim well enough, and it just poof, goes off.
Okay,
Hit
this
against.
place system fucking hates us.
So remind me, this is 10 plus our strength?
No,
No,
it's just
that's
flat
not-
plus 10, or you can use your strength if you wish.
Okay.
Olrin,
Wait, so-
Remember, I magicked all your stuff, so you
That's
get
right.
+1 to that roll.
Oh, okay. So,
So
plus 11, essentially.
yes.
I'm going to mine 2, and I'll concentrate on
goddamn.
the rarer stuff, because now we have time pressure.
okay.
94.
Which one are you going for, Lucio?
Let me remind myself of the list, because it's been a bit.
You have Bright Shine, Sandstone, Gravity Stone, and Garganium.
I think Alicia wanted Bright Shine.
That
so
was the
he'll
one you
go
asked
for
for.
Yeah.
You want a Bright Shine? I think Thingy Oberon wanted the Sandstone.
Yeah.
Garganium for
Cal.
Cal, and Oren wanted the Gravity Stone.
Yes.
Does anyone want to roll for Oberon, maybe? Because they would technically.
Uh,
I'm gonna do it.
let me make my attempt real quick. I'm
Mhm.
going to.
Can you roll for
You
damage
know what?
as
I'm
well,
going
Lucio?
Yep.
Although, can I have Oberon help me with the Sandstone?
Yeah, you can have advantage.
Okay.
So damage is
Yeah, net 20.
Nice.
Nice.
Very good, very good.
12 plus.
You can use the once per day thing if you want to deal triple damage to try and knock it out. Essentially, they have health pools that you need to cut away to pop the mineral out.
Oh boy, since we are on time attack, yeah, sure.
Okay.
Same. If I hit, that is, but yeah. So that's triple that,
Yeah,
I guess. So
66.
66.
And the Bright Shine. Okay, nice. One thing, just need to check. Okay. So that's 66. And then Olrin? What's your damage?
Okay. Damage. Same roll, basically?
Yeah, but because you crit, it's 2d12.
Plus 10.
Okay.
Or would it be plus 20? or...
Plus 11, by the way.
Yeah,
plus 1
so
also goes into damage.
23, so it'd be
So-
39. 69.
So that... Yeah.
69. Nice.
Nice. Jinx.
Yeah. Low roll, but
same.
that is tripled.
So 69. And which one was this
Well,
on
more,
for?
right?
Sorry.
What?
Which one did you aim
Mine
for?
was against the Sangstone.
Sangstone, okay. And that's 69 as well. Very nice. Double 69s. Awesome. So as you two now begin to hit away as much as you can at these stone, Cal, what are you doing?
I mean, probably since he failed, he's gonna be keeping an eye on the walls and just trying to make sure that we don't miss the timing where we absolutely have to jump.
Okay. Can you roll a nature check?
Nature.
Yeah.
23.
You now begin to hear the squeaking. Everyone else is focused on the of the sort of pneumatic pick. You begin to hear the squeaking of the stone and the crystal just pushing against each other as they're growing in closer and closer to this inner circle that you're inside. The hole that you've made below is still there, but there's something else rumbling and moving. Where Elisio, Ulrin, and Oberon are picking against, you see movement in those rocks, in the four gathered stones that have come together, and you see them beginning to... The others think that they're picking it away and it's causing it to go loose. You notice this thing coming alive. What'd you do?
Guys, not stones, moving, no, go away. That's not stones.
The rest of
Stopping.
you now see this large beast of a monster pushing out, made completely out of all of these elements that you are looking to mine, as well as other striations of stone and crystal. As it begins to push out further, it then emerges completely and the floor completely shatters and gives way as all of you begin to free fall down. As you were in the ceiling, previously looking down into a massive hole. All of you begin to fall. I'm going to need dexterity saving throws from each one of you.
No, you don't, because I'm pretty sure either I or Oberon have had the fall. Which is a magic spell! Which is a magic spell! I don't fucking damn it!
Please just fly instead.
Yes! I
You
keep
both have
forgetting it's so
wings.
fucking dangerous.
Carry us! Fuck.
Nala's going to be trying to, like, grab Ulrin in particular, because he doesn't really... I just rolled a 17. That's okay. I can be...
Can't Oberon catch Elisio.
Everyone still needs to roll a dex save, nonetheless, to see if they're
Okay,
able to
okay.
act.
Yeah. I rolled crap, but that's okay.
Throw 18.
What do you mean
Don't
you
worry,
plus 13?
120 feet fall
That is
damage won't kill me.
The stone that you were standing on before completely gives way and shatters, as now you are free falling. Elements of rock and stone just explode in front of you as you see this heavy mass beginning to drop quicker than the rest of you. Lands on the ground and leaves this heavy thud that rings out in the room that you are currently falling into. As you are descending, who is grabbing who? Everyone has autonomy. They can act as they please. None of you are knocked off of your rocker, so who's doing what?
He's just grabbing
I-
Oberon.
Okay.
I attach myself to the dragon.
Okay. Ulrin.
Oh, and the Lenimor.
He rolled a nat 20. You see him just like holding down the side of one of the rocks with his pneumatic pick and just
That's
descending
disgusting.
down. And he lands safely on his 2 feet without any fall damage. The rest of you grab each other and land in safe and unprecarious ways. You have to get to some sort of like overhangs as well, so that you don't get hit by the falling rocks that are coming from above, as the ceiling is still shattering and falling apart. But as eventually all of it stops and the jagged elements of stone now become a lull and a quiet, you see in the mixture of sort of broken crystals and stone, there is this dust in the air, but also kind of particulates, like shining elements and fragments just holding itself in the air. All of them begin to sparkle and shine like prismatic rainbows as you see something emerging from within, where had landed and the hard, large thump into the ground. You see this hulking form beginning to rise upwards like it's completely made of stone, a juggernaut in size, as this amalgamation of crystals, stones, of the things you're wishing to pick, and other elements of this cave has now completely morphed into this hybrid of a humanoid monster golem that has large appendages over its arms, and you see what looks like 5 arms around its head shifting around as it just places itself towards the rest of you in its sort of eyes. I'm going to need all of you to roll initiative as I turn to the battle map.
You brother.
Cool.
Where we at? Oh,
That looks real fancy. Nice.
Where's my
very
initiative?
cool
Oh,
map.
the sheet was
Unfortunately,
this.
not one I've made.
Ah.
I could not be bothered to make one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where's
You
anything?
tell me I made one labyrinth, and that was pretty much my engagement with all making tools.
The thing is, I knew this was going to be. I didn't know if even you were going to be fighting, so I didn't want to dedicate too much time into
Yeah.
it. So you land. You guys can place yourselves anywhere within this sort of like cave system in the northern side. Anywhere within
all right.
this sort of area. Yeah, as far as you
Bye.
want. Sure.
But I'll place myself next to Kel because I was holding on to him.
Where do we want to go? I think Cal can basically decide where he wants to go down. So
Yeah, you can land anywhere within
near-
your movement speed. So
Near to the thing would be good for me.
Max, could you make me bigger?
Aww, it is adorable.
what was your size again?
Let me check.
Is it huge?
Huge.
Yeah, you are.
I'm
Ah.
huge.
You squashed me.
Okay, so with the initiative order, can you roll for Oberon as
roll
well,
for Oberon.
please?
Yes.
And I will roll.
God damn, that's a big ass elemental.
Yes. Roll pretty well in their initiative there.
Might I inform you, this is bigger than the Tarask.
I know. My sizing goes over what D&D say because I like big
But
monsters. Because it's fun.
Yeah. To be fair, on the grid map, it also makes sense because
Yeah.
like the Tarask would be bigger than 4x4.
For
you
sure,
know?
I agree.
Yeah.
I'd make them
Yep.
bigger as well. Like this is over the largest scale that they have, Gargantua, and this is like 5x5. So, in my eyes, it's not actually that big, but in D&D it is. Okay, so 30 to 25. No amazing rolls there. So 25 to 20. Okay, I'm going to roll for Lenova. Excellent. 20 to 15.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow, guys.
Say the number. The fuck? What do you mean? Yeah.
Good.
16.
16 also for Oberon. And 17 for Cal.
Okay. Thanks for
Is
giving
the
me in those in
19
the right
actually
order.
for Janet, or is that Golem?
No, this is the main boss.
No, Janet.
Yeah.
It's Janet. We're here. She'd go on my turn. Or after me.
So we have Alicio, then Oberon. Oh, it's not Alessio,
No,
sorry.
no.
No.
Cal.
Cal.
Yeah.
Sorry. Cal. And then Oberon slash Ulrin. Then who else? 15 to 10?
13.
13. Alessio.
I
Okay.
Didn't I
have
give
to be
somebody
so careful.
advantage on initiative? Somebody had it. I think it was Cal
Not sure.
who I gave Vigilant Blessing a while ago, because that lasts until you use it.
Does it? You sure?
I'm happy to
Yeah.
just roll again.
I can read it out if you want, but I'm pretty
Do
sure it
you-
lasts until you use it.
Okay. Do you want to use it?
It's 21 then.
Okay, since you use it, Spark of Energy goes off, and we're going to need you to roll a d6.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I don't think I have a choice actually. I think it just happens. I don't think you get a choice.
Same with passives. If a passive says if someone enters and it goes off, then same thing fucking happens.
Okay, fun. No, this is cool.
I must, under no circumstances, do anything with my magic items because they all trigger off each other.
Yep, this one is
Chain
anti you.
reaction.
What do you mean it's amplified? What does it mean, Max? I want
So
to-
you can roll again. You can roll a third time since it's amplified.
Let's see if we get higher than 21.
Yeah.
We did not. It's another 21.
Oh well. At least
That's
it wasn't
the best
something
possible
else.
outcome.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, no, my magic search that's in our favor
You-
can also happen.
You could have just done a dead magic zone here.
Yeah.
That is a thing that could have just happened.
Yeah, that would have been very funny.
Okay, so Cal is actually top of initiative then.
Yay!
Which is nice.
Mhm.
Okay. So that's Cal, and then Oberon, Ulrin, Alessio, and then at the back we have Lanavar. Okay. So we start at top initiative with Cal. Cal, please.
What fucking damage type do I... what is effective against this? Nothing, probably. Let's go
blunt
with
object.
acid. Yeah, that's what most of my stuff
Yeah.
does, but... Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm just... gonna attack it. Probably gonna circle it, so that Ulrin and Cal are on opposite sides of it.
Mm-hmm.
So that we have a bit of an advantage, maybe.
The question to the DM: Are
Yes.
all these skeletons canon?
No. Don't worry about it.
Okay,
Don't worry about it. That's not so
that is
normal.
very good because this was about to be very problematic.
And I might as well... Yeah, fuck it. Janet gets to participate. If you could also make that token bigger, Max.
Fuck's sake. You're not going to remember which one's which, Leonie.
No, because Janet's smaller than I am. Janet's only 2x2.
2x2, okay.
Janet is smaller than I am.
Me and my
Fine.
son.
My daughter. No, okay. I don't think they were.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Janice is there.
And wait, what is all my
Have you
what's all the
considered
baggage?
mirroring one of these tokens?
No, Cal's bigger. Does all my innate shit count as magic?
Does it?
Do we want to find out? I want to find out.
What do you want to do, Leonie?
Well, I'm gonna use the faux friend thing to give Ulrin a d6 on his next roll.
Okay.
You have a d6 on your next roll.
Nice.
Can you roll on the magic surge table, please? D6?
I can't believe it. What do you mean?
Which one's this one?
That's,
the one we have
that's,
to roll
that's where the
again.
next guy gets to roll double.
Oh no! We've already started. Great.
Oh, it's going downhill so fast.
Okay, all my innate shit triggers that.
It goes through though, so you get the d6. Anything else?
That means
The thing is,
Janet
if I
fails.
use the d6, does that count as another proc?
Well, you're okay. Wait, do you have to use it? Let me look at the wording.
I mean, it says next
It
roll,
says
so
they
my
do
next
it.
roll will be affected by this.
Yeah.
Alright, I must sit this one out. Good luck.
This is amazing. Janet is gonna attack this thing. She looks a bit intimidated, I imagine, but she's
Okay.
Janet is also going to be, but if she does, because she does extra damage based on her, but that's a creature feature, which that was also a creature feature. Fuck it, we'll find out.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's just gonna attack it. Let's see. Let's just find out. It's +8 still. I imagine a 14 does not in fact hit.
No. One thing with the creature
Yes,
as
but,
well, you can see the appendages that it has. 3 of them have the crystals and stones that you are looking to mine. One thing that you remember from previously coming into the cave is that there was mentioned that if you do come across a creature like this, that you're best removing elements that make up its person, its body. So if you end up targeting some of the appendages, so either the Bright Shine, the Sangstone, and the Gravity Stone, those are the 3 that are available, you can try to sort of detach them and break them off. They are weaker, they have less health, so they're easier to take off. Meanwhile, the main body is the Garganium core, so that is the main corpse of the body, which has more HP. It's going to be harder to hit. So you will have to tell me which one you're wanting to go for. But that's it for now. 14 does
Also,
not
do
hit.
we feel like we've done damage to it before
Yeah, you
with
did,
the
yeah.
plagues? Okay.
Yeah, it's carried over.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Anything else for Janet?
I mean, yeah, sure. Multi-attack. So, that was a bite. Let's go with the tail. That's another normal attack. Yes, please attack. Why are you not prompting me to roll? What are you doing? Thank you. The 16. Nope.
Unfortunately not. You scratch, bite, nothing. Janet can't get past the hardening the shell.
Yeah, I imagined. Okay. This guy's gonna watch and wait then.
Okay.
As
What about
does Cal.
Cal on his turn?
No, Cal's turn is already finished.
Okay. Did he not do anything else then?
No, his action was to summon Janet, and then
Okay.
his bonus action was to give the thing to Olgren.
All right. All right. Then we move on to the next one, which is the iodine elemental. So this large creature begins to turn instead and look towards the largest creature that's here, which would be Cal. With you currently taking up a lot of the space around it, you see all of the appendages begin to move simultaneously and go independently of itself and try and reach out and do different things. So it's going to make an attack with each of its appendages. The first one it's going to do is its banishing punch. So it's going to try and punch you. This is going to be to hit.
Did you just
Natural
a
one.
banishing punch?
I
Okay,
did,
that
yeah.
doesn't.
You see the left arm, the one that holds the Bright Shine, just whiffs completely. But the light is so bright that it just almost temporarily causes you to fade out of existence completely. That one just whiffs. Then the one at the top, the one that's the Gravity Stone, will try and lunge forward and crush you from above and try and do the same attack. Which will miss. Just hits off to the side as you nimbly dodge it. Again, doing nothing. Then you watch as the right arm that's there, the one that's the sanguine stone, it begins to reach out around the area, and Ulrin, Janet, yourself, Cal, as well as Lenovar, will have to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Why are you not letting me roll? Come on. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh boy.
Okay. Cal and Janet fail. The two of you are going to take 11 points of damage. There is no resisting this
What type?
damage.
Oh, okay.
And your maximum HP is reduced by that amount.
Cool. That is so cool.
Yes. If a creature's maximum HP is reduced to 0 this way, they are killed. The next one, the core, the main arm that is almost completely encasing the crystal that holds the Garganium. You see it lunges outwards, and you see this huge arm, a fist, wide and large, which is about 20 foot long and extends in a sort of like 5 foot radius. It plunges right on top of, well, Cal, you're the main focus. It's going to try and hit you with the hit. So this time, does a 19 hit you?
No.
Doesn't matter. You're still going to take some damage. You avoid the large hit, but then as it smashes into the ground, you just see this as everything around it just flicks upwards. So you're going to take some damage either way, as well as anyone within 10 feet of you, but luckily no allies are there. So you are going to take... That's 22, so 11. Not 22, sorry, 26. 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
But this one is not reducing my max XP, right? It's just normal damage?
No, this one's just normal. Big old fist. After it does all of that, it then kind of grabs its own self. One of the arms, the appendages that are kind of like wriggling around, and it'll throw its right one. So you see the sanguine stone be pulled off and thrown like a massive boulder towards where Oberon and Alicio are. I'm going to need a dex save from the two of them.
Yep.
Dex save?
Yes, please.
That is still disgusting. What do you mean they have a plus 13?
21.
21 is a success, and a 24 is a success. So you take no damage, but this now element, this stone-like creature just appears between the two of you. It emerges. It's not as big as the other one that was standing in front of you, but it's still large enough to impose a sort of presence as it becomes fully sort of emerging from its rock-like shell that it was in before. So now that is there and present. We then move on to Oberon and Ulrin. Who would like to go first?
Ulrin can go first.
Yeah, sure. So, quick question.
Yeah.
The Unforger. Even if I do not use any of its abilities,
yes,
it still deals 2d6 fire damage, which could be said to be of magical origin, because
the elemental type
magic.
damages. I'm not going to account for this. That's just a part of the weapon. I don't really mind. It's anything else that were to perhaps invoke energy. This, I imagine, is just built into the weapon. So I won't say that needs it.
Okay. In that case, rather than using the pick, I'm going to use the Unforger because it's very good against constructs, which I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this is.
Yeah, it is. It's a construct elemental, so it's both types.
Okay. Then I'm going to make 2 attacks at advantage because I assume it's flanked.
Yes. Which one are you going to be hitting? Are you hitting the central core or one of the appendages?
It just flung out the Sankstone, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, then I'll try to get the Brightstone.
Okay. Perfect.
And I'm going to, rather than just outright smashing the Brightstone and, breaking it,
Yeah.
I'm going to try and smash off the appendage total.
The idea is you're breaking away the stone whenever you hit these anyway, so whatever's underneath you're going to preserve. So all good.
So I'm very sorry if I got this again, but the thing hit me twice with a media attack, right?
They attempted to, but they failed on both attempts.
Wait, but the smashing down thing, was that not a media attack?
It was the area effect from the attack, so it wasn't actually direct
so it
onto
didn't
you.
hit me.
Yeah, you dodged it.
Gotcha.
27 hits.
Okay.
I sure hope it does.
And fortunately, I do always crit against thingy constructs,
Yep.
so that is 32 points of damage.
Nice. Remember, we do have stamina, so if you want to increase any of those dice, you can do so.
Yeah, I got 3 maxed out dice, so that means I can do that 3 times, correct?
You can do it a number of times equal to your proficiency or something, so yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I can only do it when I roll a max damage die.
Correct, yeah.
So in this case, I could trigger it 3 times.
Yes.
Okay. Well, it max out damage die or maxed out damage total?
Damage dice.
Because that is... Okay.
So if you roll a d6 and you roll a 6, you can roll again. And then if you roll another 6, you can roll again. If you roll another 6, you can roll again. You can do this on one attack, up to the number of proficiency that you have. So you can re-roll the d6s that you have up until 4 or whatever your proficiency bonus is currently. I forget.
4. Also, I roll just 1d6, correct?
You can roll as many as is exploded, so it's just exploding the dice. So you can roll 3d6 if you want, and then another one at the end if there is another 6 remaining.
Okay. In that case, that is 9 more and no extra 6s.
Correct. Okay, so 41. But this is crit, right? The 9, so that would be 18 plus the 32.
Okay. In that case, 50 flat.
50 flat. Perfect. Excellent. Massive damage on one hit alone, breaking it apart, leaving it just about half. Anything else in your turn?
Okay. Yes, I would. I would like to make another attack with my extra attack.
Go for it.
And do the same thing again. 22.
That one hits. Just hits. AC is 22 on these appendages.
Okay, another crit.
Nice.
And only 1 6. I won't bother, so that is 35 points of damage.
Nice. 35. Okay, it's still there, but again, another massive hit.
I'd like to use stamina points to make an extra attack. I believe that's one of the options.
Yeah.
Let me just remind myself how much that costs me.
Going second mode.
Onslaught to stamina points. Okay. And that means I make another attack. 30.
That hits.
I'm going to assume that hits, yeah. And 39, and that is 2 maxed out damage dice, so I roll a d6 and a d8, or can I only do that once per turn?
No, you can do it once per attack. So as long as you're spending the stamina points, you can do it as many times as attacks you have. Okay.
Then that is basically nothing, but it crits, so that's 8 extra for 47.
47. Cool. Yeah, it's barely holding on. Well, barely. You've slammed into it so much that a lot of the stone has withered away completely. It's still able to use it, still able to punch away, but you've exposed a lot of the main core now, as it's now just sort of dangling there.
The funny thing is, I could attack again, but I would trigger the damn magic-y thing 3 times. So fuck that.
Up to you. It might be beneficial.
Absolutely not.
Okay. Is that your
Did you
turn?
add to D6?
I like living. I know the wild magic table, and I'm not playing that shit.
Okay.
Well, it's a different magic. It's a different magic.
No, the wild magic table is in there.
Yeah, but it's a different one. It's a custom one.
Yeah, it's
It looks
okay.
it still looks.
there's there's a few modifications, yeah.
I mean, if the potted plant is still there, I'm somewhat apprehensive.
There is an option that your hair turns bright pink.
Yeah, there is. What's Oberon doing?
I think it might just be because a lot of their shit is innate magic.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm just gonna play it safe. Because wait, Untethered Strike, that's like a thing they learned with one of the mentors, right?
Correct. Yeah, that was something.
It shouldn't be. That's not considered a magical ability, is it?
It would be, yeah, because it's propped.
It would be.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. So basically, I don't see fuck all. Like, I think.
But it
I'm
might
just
be
gonna shoot
beneficial.
it.
It might be beneficial.
Sure.
I mean, you
Never
could
know.
go blast that thing a couple times with the Heartseeker or stab it.
I am literally just gonna be doing that. On the other hand, doesn't the Heartseeker also have magic effects?
Oh, right, you're in the pink version, so it's a
am.
magical weapon
it's
and it
less
shoots
effect-
magical bolts. Yeah, no.
Yeah. Basically everything on the sheet is fucking magic.
Except for
you're
one
fucked.
thing.
I don't know what to tell you.
You do have the pneumatic pick as well.
I do. And there's an enemy right in front of me,
Mhm.
so I might as well try that. You're very correct. Let's just keep it very simple. But they do still have... Oh wait, does this thing account for people with multi-attack, or does it still just one use per round?
It says it needs an attack to be able to recoil it. It has a reload, essentially.
Okay,
Uh,
so
but-
I use both my attacks for multi-attack to use it and then recoil,
Mhm.
or...
So do you want to
so
flank
one-
with Alicio?
Yes, please.
By the way, while you do that, I forgot to use the extra d6, so I have to ask,
Hey.
did that trigger magic?
Which d6? Oh yeah, that would trigger. So please roll a d6.
Yeah, good time.
Roll 2d6, please,
Oh,
You got this. Just
Just-
roll something hard.
because you had the double.
okay, that is a
Okay.
5 and a 3.
So the 3.
Another double, and that is amazing. That is actually a pretty awesome outcome.
So what happens with the 3?
The 3 doubles the effect, and the 5 passes it on to the next pass.
Okay, so
Yep.
your hit would have hit harder, but it's already gone through, I guess.
I mean, it would have been more accurate, but
Yeah.
it wouldn't do more damage, so...
Okay, well, good to know. Nothing happened, essentially.
Yes,
Oh,
but the next person still gets to roll twice, which is weird.
Yes, yeah.
This is wild that we got away this far.
Yep.
I'm just waiting for someone to get that random spell and it just be fucking chaos, so
That would be so fun.
yes. If Brooke was here, I feel like that would be just going off constantly. I
Yeah.
don't know why.
I don't know. It would be so funny, though, to get a random spell and spawn something like fucking Blade of Ruin.
Anything's possible. So make the attack roll. You have advantage. since you're
Yeah, I already
flanking with
rolled once.
Alicio.
It was a 19, so let's see if we can beat
Yeah.
that. We
What about
cannot. It got worse.
Okay.
Oh.
What about Magic Jar? We just toss its soul into a fucking urn.
The 19 won't hit, unfortunately. Just
Yeah.
outside of reach. AC is
I
22.
figured.
But use the additional action to recoil it. You can use your bonus action with a stamina point to do another attack. If you want.
I can just have not wasted the time completely. I'm very sorry, bro. For fuck's sake. Nope.
No, unfortunately, yeah, 20 is just out.
Yeah.
Either way, you fire both times, just not quite landing the hit. Yeah, unfortunately not. Alicio, you're next.
Hitting with the pick,
Okay.
because I don't think a rapier's gonna do much, boys.
No, rapier not so much.
With advantage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see how this goes. 31.
That's a nat 20. Oh no. Yeah, nat 20.
Yeah,
So
nat
that
20,
hits.
nice.
Have you
So
used
that's-
your triple damage yet?
I did on the
Okay.
bright shine thing. So that's on the creatures. It's what did we say? 2d12
Yeah,
plus
2d12 plus
strength.
10.
Plus 11.
Oh, it's
So
11
plus
because it's
1.
enchanted, yeah. The strength only accounts if you're using it as a strength. It's otherwise a flat 10.
For the damage.
Yeah.
Because it says if when you hit a creature, it deals 1d12 plus strength.
If the target is
usually.
stone or a mineral surface, you instead deal 1d12 plus 10.
Oh, okay.
And the next
Okay.
attack has advantage against the target.
Understood. 18. But doubled, so another d12.
Yeah, another d12, yeah. Okay.
Get me out. 21.
21. 21. Here's the red one. Excellent. Anything else on your turn, Alicio?
Let me think. Magic item, spell. No,
Didn't want to take the risk?
That's it.
You can-
Fuck
You
no.
can use magic items, they just can't have an active effect, you know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know that's
How are we
incredibly
supposed to use
helpful,
them then?
considering I know what you own.
Sir, I'm just gonna stand here. It's fine. Actually, just in case this has some sort of blinding effect because of that guy that we saw before, at least you're just gonna turn his face away from the big main guy.
Okay. So any attack rolls from them is going to be at disadvantage against you, yeah?
This one, yeah, sure.
Okay.
It's run by these 4 other assholes. I think it has better business than hitting
Hey!
me.
All right.
Nah, it immediately targets just you for looking away. The
It
audacity.
literally doesn't even have vision of me. I am behind the golem.
True.
I am obscured.
At the end of Alicio's turn, we have... did you want to do something?
No,
Okay.
I thought you were gonna do a lair action.
No, it's Lenevar's go.
I don't know.
Lenevar is going to run over to help you guys. He is going to use his bonus action to dash. Yes, he has a bonus action dash. He is a rogue.
He's a rogue!
You're a fuck ass rogue.
I swear to God, if this guy one-shots this thing,
Leonie, since you said it, can you roll d20 at advantage, please, as he's going to use the pneumatic pick.
for fuck's sake.
Wait, that's a strength weapon. He can't even fucking sneak attack with it.
Nah, just you wait.
He has other things that he can do. He's not just going to use that. So he used a pneumatic pick. So that's going to be 1d12. Plus 10 for him. So 13. Then afterwards, you see he has a sort of like dagger in his hand that has a slight hook at the end of it. And you see he kind of like trying to reach upwards. He hits downwards at the same time as trying to hook in to the creature. He has advantage on that as well. Let's see. Natural 20.
I swear to God.
Okay. So he hooks in underneath, breaks through the stone and drags the creature to the ground. So it's now prone on the floor. In the attack, he doesn't do much on the first hit since it's just a d4. It's just a dagger. So that's going to be 7. But he also adds on his sneak attack, which is 66.
Oh, damn, he can.
And that's... So because that was a crit, that was 6 points and 40. So Okay. He just brings him down, takes him to the floor, tries to mine away, continues, but that's his action. He recalls it with part of his attack, and that's it. That's his go for now.
Oh, damn.
The golem's turn, so the one that has just spawned, it has just arrived, so it doesn't have an action of itself. It just, you see the lights begin to emerge from it as it now wakes up after having been thrown out of the main corpse. It seems like it's almost lost the sort of symbiosis that was with the main body, and then has now gained its own sentience as it's waking up and is entering this battle, but it can't do anything on its turn. We then enter
Right.
the top of initiative, but because it is late, we'll continue this next time, since it's 11:30 and this might continue for a while. But Cal, you'll be next on the fight. The Iodine Elemental, it's going to be a fun fight, tough fight, especially if you start using magic, so that'll be fun. But we will...
I really want to.
Some,
I really do.
we'll see.
Oh, I so desperately want to use magic. So
You-
desperately.
I just hold on. Let's just see what happens if we roll on that random spell. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Can I can't really open it on here. What if I zoom in? Okay.
Ah, there we are. A bit further away. Levitate!
Yeah.
Levitate. Summon
Can
fiend.
levitate.
Spirit shroud. Summon aberration.
Aberration.
Warding bond.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Remove
fun.
curse.
Okay, so
Major
far these have been really harmless. That one is questionable, but that would be nice. Dancing live, plane of ending. So antipathy, sympathy, that one was the worst so far.
What if it's a spell of a level you can cast? Does it still
It's
fucking
magic.
appear?
Anything.
It just happens.
Oh my god.
If you cast a cantrip, this will go off, so
I
you might
did
have the
not-
chance.
Read that last word right.
What the fuck is that? I've
Hello.
never. Oh, that's just evil. Not that one. That one would be so fun.
Just the commune out of nowhere.
Hey, Laura.
Imagine Morden or Nebula just hear the phone ring randomly.
I wonder what they're up to. What the fuck?
It's just a hello, what the? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to phone you. Pocket dial.
Hello, this is
Whoops.
Morden, God of
Hello.
Creation. How may I help you?
Hello.
Fuck, die! Orin, I will
said
remove
I
your
didn't-
cleric privileges if you keep
Please,
this up.
Orin, do not phone me again.
I said we
How did you
don't
get
want
this
telemarketers. Damn it! Stop calling this phone number.
Gets blocked.
Ugh. So we'll see how this combat goes next session. Stay tuned. Follow us on Twitch, Instagram, all of that things to know when we are going to be live next time. YouTube is where all of our videos are posted afterwards. So playlists are there in the description as well to watch the entire story from beginning to end. Interesting session. A lot of interesting conversations, and then this wacko combat with a wacko guide. But thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Take care and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.